Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm your SimCFI. Oh, I have my own video on there. And yeah, we're going to be doing a nice long day of flying today from LaGuardia. So what would happen was we woke up from the hotel, got right into LaGuardia, and we're walking to our gate, and we have a three flights today. So Toronto to LaGuardia to Toronto. And then we're going to take the airplane from Toronto to Detroit. From Detroit, we'll bring it right back to Toronto. You can see our airplane just over there, waiting for us. And as we walk onto the Jet Bridge, pretend it's there. Pretend it was attached. Apparently there's no jetway here. Anyways, we'll hop inside the airplane. I have it catered and being boarded currently with the tug connected. Very windy it sounds right now. Skysham Aviation, welcome, welcome, my friend. And I didn't download the right skin, but that's okay. Whatever. Looks like Air Canada to me. So let's hop in. And we'll get started. This airplane has already flown today, as it's already 3 p.m. in our magical world, so crew's already taken it from somewhere else. Yeah, well, actually we're in LaGuardia, so it makes a little bit of sense, I guess, doesn't it? But I don't know, it's all GSX gave me. Anyways, we're starting from a turnaround state. Let's go ahead and get the performance, and we'll get our weight and our fuel and balance ready to go. They want me to close the service door. That was the quickest service I've ever had happen. And we'll get the flight plan out here. And today, 0 fuel to 66,375. Pretty close. And a planned ramp of 9.4. Give myself a little extra. And we'll send that to the sim. Everything else is done through there. I'll just make sure everything's kind of in the right spot from the turnaround crew that left it. So obviously the battery and the ground power is left on. The nav is on. Everything deselected up here. Bleeds are in auto. Bleed air is in normal for the anti-ice. Deselected, everything is auto except for the 3A pump is off. Man rate knob should be in decrease. There we go. Packs are off. Recirc's on. Everything's off anti-ice wise. Window heat's low. All the lighting is off. No smoking's on. Seatbelt's off. Emergency lights are armed. Reversers are armed. This transponder should be standby. All the stabs are engaged. And the yaw dampener is engaged. So we're looking pretty good. Let's go see what's happening back there. So why don't we go ahead and start plugging away in our FMS here. I'm also going to connect to VATSIM actually very, very quickly. An auto ATC message because no one's here. Hunter, welcome. Question says, is this a free CRJ? This is not a free CRJ. This is the Aerosoft CRJ. This is the 900, so you first have to purchase the 700 pack, and then it'll allow you to buy the 900 pack, 900 1000. So not free, and not the beta. Before someone asks that as well, this is the default one you can buy. So from the other crew, let's go ahead and turn off the IRS switches, and we'll go ahead and bring them back within 5 seconds of each other. Get ourselves realigned, make sure FMS controls everything's synced and operating as it should be. And we're going from KLGA. I just realized I have the wrong screen open. Let me go ahead and fix that for you guys. Don't know why I brought that one up. It should be, oh, it is the right screen. I just had it on the wrong setting. There we go. Where did it go? Just getting the flight plan back up for you guys so you can see There we go. Perfect. So, there we go. I'll get this plugged in. KLGA, which is already in there. Catch up with any comments you guys might have so far. Almost done. A 9-hour 45-minute flight. Wow, that's you have more dedication than I do. That's for sure. So KLGA to CYYZ. The alternate is CYXU. And we're 5:45. Execute that. Planning the LaGuardia 7 departure. And then direct Gale. So again, I have to plug this in the old way. So I'll do the departure here first. Although I don't believe there actually is one for LaGuardia. It's just where I'm heading basically. So we're going to be taking off runway 31, but I'm just going to verify the weather matches that up. 280, 18 gust to 31. Yeah, we'll take 31. Runway 31, and then flight plans direct Gale. And then we're on the Q818 airway to Wozy. And then the Ling 3 arrival. Ling 3 via Wozy. Execute that. And our flight plan's filled out. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Performance. Alright, so our total block fuel right now is 9,560. Now, technically, we would really put this number straight away in, because once the APU is running, this number doesn't count down until the engines start to run, so we'd have to keep matching it up, but I'll do it in the sim that way. Our zero fuel weight that we plugged into the EFB, 66,395. Alright, and fuel plus zero fuel weight gives you a gross weight of 76, basically. We're cruising at flight level 380, and that's found right here. And our alternate cruise on the third page of 14,000 feet. And that goes there. Next page, IC deviations and all this kind of stuff. We got some headwinds on the way home, so that's not going to be fun. We got a minus 91 on the way there. Sorry, in the climb, we have a minus 76 in cruise. And then a minus 46 on the descent with 11 degrees above ISA. Our next page is reserve fuel, 1619. Time of departure is estimated is 22:37, which is obviously not correct because I've rolled back time. And a taxi fuel 400 is acceptable. Make sure the advisory VNAV is enabled, which it is, and I'm going to try to put in the flex temperature, but it probably won't work. That'd be way too high anyways, but yeah, anyways. Fires, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Simple Takeoffs, welcome you as well. And Flight Sim Gaming, hello. If you guys want to fly along as well, we're at LaGuardia, gate 51. We're going to Toronto, then Toronto, Detroit, then Detroit back to Toronto. So a pretty typical day. It's actually one of the shorter ones that you would work at a regional airline. Anyways, our cruise, go to top here, find our top of climb. 257.9. So anytime they have these massive headwinds en route, they're always going to make you fly a bit faster. So we're at the 7.9 mark there just to kind of punch through that wind. So we're going to be burning a little bit more gas. For that reason, let's see, I have our planned 45. Yeah, I'll just kick it up a couple. Give myself a bit extra gas there. Performance. It auto updated, which is nice, so now we're at 77 card. Anyways, VNAV is figured out. Radios, both are set to auto tune on the nav. And we'll get our CTAF figured out, because there's no ATC. CTAF KLGA 18.7. Oops. Let's go ahead and start the APU before we get some temperature complaints. So we'll hit the power fuel button. APU and bite test, SOV is open. You get the two gauges and the APU door is open now. Bite test is complete. We can press start and that'll start up. MFD menu on the right hand side, flying from the right, so VNAV on the right, and I like range alt select as well, and altitude and speed. Next page, or sorry, the left guy will get on with range alt select. So that's all good. Flight plan will copy active on that, and we'll press flight plan on the left side and copy active on that. So they have a secondary flight plan on both. Let's go ahead and take a look at the LaGuardia 7 departure together. So I'll bring that up so you guys can see. Try to get as big as possible so you guys can see that chart. Hopefully. Anyways, LaGuardia 7 is going to be in real world, they usually give us the Plymouth climb. So we have runway 4, 13, 31. And I don't think... Yeah, we don't have anyone to clear us, so... I'll just kind of make it up as I go, but runway 31 is left turn 3, or climb heading 314, or is assigned to 5,000, so it's pretty simple for our VATSIM days. The AP just transferred electric, so it always ditches the yaw dampener in the sim, but anyways, the AP is online, let's go ahead and check. The AP is taking the load, and the external power is being offloaded. We'll get rid of the external power, we'll get rid of the chocks. Parking brake is still on. Oh, let's check the DC page. Looks good over there. Back to the stat page. Fires, I gotta do my cross-country planning, little cross-country more. Oh, well, good luck with that. Hopefully you have a CX3 on hand. You don't have to do it all manually with an E6B. Andy says, I got a lump in my throat yesterday. The MS-2044 content manager added the CRJ, but it will... yeah, it's coming soon. The hints are there. The hints are there. I can't say anything, so... but enjoy it when you get it, I'll say that. So my autopilot panel isn't working. Let's go turn that on. There we go. So heading a 314 will be set. And that's all good. And then our MDA out of LaGuardia usually is 1100 from memory. So we'll go ahead and set this MDA to 1100. And if you don't know what this does for us in the CRJs, we on a landing it'll be our minimums, but and that's above sea level. But on a takeoff, we use it as an acceleration height and or a level off height is what we call it. So it's our height to start accelerating and start to retract the flaps eventually after we get that past that altitude. So let's go ahead and put these speeds in here. Performance, it's dry. We're a bit heavier, so it should have auto-calculated with a trim of 7. So we'll go set all on the speeds. I think we can set the trim in now to 7.0. Usually we wouldn't really find that number out till we get our load final. But anyways. So 314, 1100, 10,000 is wrong. We go up to 5,000 feet on the SID. So it's a pretty standard one. Let me go back to the OFP. I'll kind of bring them both up here and I'll go back to the chart and I'll scroll all the way down. And we're planning 31. And it's a flap 8. So... runway 31, it's going to be flex rolling, the bleed's on. The anti-ice won't be required, the continuous ignition won't be required, and the visibility outside is amazing. So we got another Air Express off the right there, you see that there. And we're doing the LaGuardia 7 departure, which calls for a heading of 314 as assigned by ATC up to 5,000 feet with a speed restriction. And we're not filed any of those, so nothing restricted for us. So you can see ours is pretty simple, just a straight shot. And when leaving 6,000, we can expect to turn on course, which we don't have ATC, so I'll do whatever I want. Thank you guys for all watching, by the way. You got 12 viewers right now, which is pretty crazy. So thank you guys for watching tonight. And we'll be going a bit of a longer stream than I usually do. So hang tight. And yeah, Skymaster, welcome, sir. I'm catching up with Jai here. Guys, go check out Skymasters and Flight Sim Gaming and Simple Takeoff's channels. They all stream as well. I saw the pics on Discord, very nice. My pictures? I don't know if I posted any. I'm trying to remember. Unless it's about someone else. Dana says, I'm the Jazz beside you. Oh, okay, cool. That's you right there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Your gear looks huge, but that might just be a model problem. Anyways. That's all set up. Let's get our clock set up properly. So it should be in mode to GPS and our ET will be blanked out. That's all good. So why don't we get some before start stuff out of the way. The APU is on. 3A pump can get thrown on. Belts can get turned on. We'll set our cabin out for Toronto, which is usually about 6 left shift scrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too much. We need 200 less than that. 1, 2. Pretty good. So that's all set up. The tug's already connected. I have CTAF loaded. Skymash says, I did see your short. You're seeing a real world ops. So, oh, okay, yeah. the short? Man, I'm drawing a blank. You mean the one in the one? Oh, sorry, the short on YouTube. Yeah. With the music behind it. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a nice day. It was a beautiful day. So I decided to record something. Fire says, I personally don't hate but don't like the E6B. It just hurts my brain. Yeah. The only really thing you really need it for is the flight test. You'll have to use it for the flight test. When they ask time distance to the next waypoint en route, they'll ask for either a time or distance or a nautical mile. I already said distance, but yeah, or your ground speed. So you'll have to use it on a flight test for that reason. But boarding's all good to go. So they'd pull the bridge, which isn't even connected. Go ahead and close the doors. Go ahead and close all the other ones. Go ahead on the doors page. Got all green. Back to the stat page. We'll throw the fuel pumps on.
LaGuardia traffic.
Steering is off.
Back in the B terminal facing east.
Parking brakes on. And we got one guy pushing back. I assume that's that guy there. It was Daniel in the comments. We're going to push and be at spot 8 right there. That's where we're going to push. So we got our GSX menu open. I'm going to get rid of that giant chart so you guys can see. And LaGuardia traffic's Jazz 9 and correction 545, pushing gate 5-1, base north at spot 8. So it's kind of weird because usually they'd push us, you'd think they'd push us this way, but they usually want us coming out of this area and then taking that right turn. So that's what I'm going to do.
Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake released.
All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Be sure to hit the like button, guys, as well. Just let me know you like the stream. That's not what I asked for. Didn't I say no's right? We'll see what happens. I'm curious. Either way we go, we can make it to 31. You flying on Sunday? In sim, don't know. I am reserve. And so maybe. And then in real world, again, I'm reserved. So maybe. That was an interesting interesting direction. Looks like we're going to be nose to nose, so that's fine. All right, we're clear to start, and it's not the first flight of the day, so we'll go ahead and start number 2 first. Right engine start message is observed, so we'll click the clock. All right, guys, we're looking for an N2 of 20 and an ITT of 120 or less. And then in real world, if you put the fuel up and those numbers less than 120 and or 20% ITT, if those weren't met, you get an automatic engine shutdown. The FADEC computer system in the engine wouldn't even let you start it. So we'll add the fuel. Fly by Mo, welcome to the stream, my friend. Got a lot of streamers stopping in. Everybody go watch out, go watch Fly by Mo as well, if I'm thinking of the right person. See what this guy's bringing me. Yeah, that's good. That's correct. Chaplin just smashed a 350 at Detroit from Los Angeles. 500 a minute. Wow. Yeah, it should be able to take it though. Might have to get checked by maintenance, but should handle it. Just leave the cockpit door closed once you start deboarding there. We have the starter cutout. Should probably pay attention a bit more. We'll go start left, and then want the parking brake on. Boop. Brake set. Start our clock. Same thing for this engine here. N2 of 20% and the ITT less than 120. The N1 in real life actually doesn't start spooling until the N2 is usually on the 30s. It might be at like 0.7 or something, maybe, but it really doesn't move. We'll go ahead and add fuel. And that's something in real life that when you go and add fuel, the N1's still at the zeros mark basically, and it's disconcerting until the N1 starts to come up. You think it's frozen, but it'll kick on. Fly by Mo, welcome, or not welcome, but thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships. If you got a membership by Fly by Mo, go check them out and say thanks as well in the chat. Really appreciate that, my friend.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear.
50% should be the starter cutout, but in the sim it's 55, so you'll see that 55 is actually the CRJ200 starter cutout number. In the 900 it's 50 and 2. Anyways, the engines are stable. The low pressure, the oil pressure story has changed to a fan vibration, which means the engines are within 2% of each other, so they're considered stable as well. I'll go ahead and check the electrics page, and you'll notice that the engines have taken over the load from the APU. The DC, or that's the wrong button. Click electric twice. Is a DC page, and everything looks good there as well. Back to stat. We'll get our after start stuff out of the way. Forgot the beacon. That's my fault. That's why we use checklists in real life. So good. APU off, followed by the power switch, aft cargo. The probes are on, and the temperature in LaGuardia today is 9 degrees, so there's no need for any anti-ice. The CRJ has a really weird anti-ice taxi rule. Even if it's clear blue day and it's below 5 degrees, you still need the wing-only anti-ice on. But anyways, it's beautiful in LaGuardia tonight. So, let me get my chart up here. We're at spot 8. Mostly going to be Alpha and then Zulu, really, or Whiskey, I think they usually give us. But yeah. LaGuardia traffic, Jazz 545, taxiing runway 31 via Alpha. Correction, spot 8, Alpha and Zulu. So, check the rudder. Flight control page. Oh, I gotta lock my pedals. Or my wheels. 1 second. I don't lock my office chair wheels. I don't, I keep sliding around my room. It's good. We'll put a little bit of power on.
Traffic, Jazz
Steering,
555 will be following
parking brake, taxi light.
31 via Alpha Zulu, LaGuardia traffic.
And we got Daniel fall in front of us. Yeah, flyby mode. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Daniel says I don't have scenery, so I can't see the spot. No worries. No worries, my friend. You just follow me. We're going to be taking the first right turn, which actually probably isn't correct. They'd probably actually bring you on Lima. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. But, so Daniel, if you're listening, I'm going to do Alpha Lima than Zulu. But same general direction. Hope your Friday nights are going quite well, and if you're going to stick through the whole stream, then get some popcorn or something. It's kind of weird in the US. Some US airports don't put these nice turning lines. They just make like a 90-degree angle. This is Lima here. I think this is Bravo now. I'm taxiing all over the place. Oh well, it's a good thing no one's here. Make up your own rules. There's Alpha Lima Bravo Zulu. That's my taxi clearance to myself. I don't like being my own ATC. I mean, I do, but I also don't. I kind of like the whole VATSIM ATC interaction. That kind of what makes it really fun for me, to be honest. Anyways, we're on the straightaway. Let's go ahead and go flap 8 before it gets too late here. Turn the manual cross, or the auto cross flow to manual, so it can't transfer between tanks on our takeoff and disrupt our balance. Full left, neutral, full right, neutral, full down, neutral, full up, neutral. I had a bit of a aileron kind of bugged out a little bit there. Anyways, it's more of a TCA yoke problem. The MANX flow is good. We can't punch a flex temperature, so we're gonna have to say the F1 is good as well, and all the flight instruments are nice as well. So that's looking pretty good. We'll say that the cabin has said they're secured and ready to go. And if you don't remember, guys, the departure for runway 31 LaGuardia 7 is pretty simple. It's straightforward. Runway heading to 5,000 feet, and then you're assigned vectors and altitudes. And because I'm assigning them, we're basically going to go and climb up right away with direct gale. Might even give myself direct woozy. I've gotten that a few times in real life just to get you going. They just get you. They just cut almost all your route in half, which is nice. LaGuardia traffic, Jazz 545, lining up runway 31 via Zulu. Welcome, Shaq. Steve, how do you like the TCA yoke? More on that in cruise. I don't have enough time to explain my thoughts. It's okay. I think it's overpriced, but we'll leave it at that. Anyways, clear takeoff, we'll say. Strobe lights can come on as well. The messages are confirmed, so we'll accept those and we'll box those up so we don't, if there's a new message that pops up, we'll be alerted to it. When it says the A220 spotting vid I sent in the Discord was taken today, when I was the driver center to get my license. Oh, nice. Most missed by anytime slot reservation because I might have got too carried away. Yeah, I just recording some airplanes. So something at LaGuardia I want to be conscious of is if they're always doing intersection, they're always using the runways, both of them usually at once. If they're taking off 3-1, they're usually landing 2-2 or vice versa. They're doing some weird stuff. So you always want to make sure that no one's cutting your path. Obviously ATC is going to give you a clearance, but just as a double check there. LaGuardia traffic, Jazz 545, rolling runway 31, LaGuardia 7 departure. All right, takeoff 31 was verified back there. Oga thrust. Takes a bit too long in the sim to kind of get set, but anyways, we have our wing into the wind as much as we can. 80 passed and gone. And we're gonna go V1 rotate, have a pullback and hold. Airplane in the sim in the current build takes a little bit long to kind of get some lift, but it eventually goes. Up to the flight director, gear up, speed mode, climb 180, a little high actually, heading mode. So I'm gonna go higher than the flight director just so I can get back more towards that V2 plus 10 to 20 zone. There's the level off height, 1100, so we're gonna go ahead and scroll. Actually, I'm not gonna scroll, I'm technically pilot flying with autopilot off, so we're gonna use the sync button today. So I'm gonna nose down a little bit and that speed's gonna start to increase. And what I want is climb 200, 210, something like that. So watch, I'm gonna hit the sync button here shortly. And watch, if I press it prematurely, it goes sync, climb 188, and my flight director moves to hold me for a climb of 188. Go flap 1. Okay, we start pulling back up. We'll hit the sync button. Hit it one more time. Pretty good. Flap 0. Climb thrust. And we'll get the after takeoff. So crossflow can start automatically fuel balancing again. We'll kick off those reversers. Go ahead and say we're direct gale. And let's go ahead and say we're cleared up to whatever we like. Nav mode. FMS2 is captured. And now I'm going to accelerate and turn on course here to 250 knots. So I'm just manually accelerating. Well, the thrust is in climb thrust. And all I'm doing is I'm nosing down a little bit below that flight director so my speed can rise up. And once it's at the 250 mark, I'll go ahead and press my sync button. And I'll get back to the comments here in just a second. And the sync button is real world. We have that in real life. It's on the back of the yoke back there. So coming up to 250, I'm going to start pushing up shortly here to hold 250, and I'm going to press my sync button at the same time. So I'm a little under it. Let's keep that nose down just a little bit more. Sync. There's climb 250. The flight director syncs with that. And we're FMS2, climb 250. So now I'm just going to pitch and hold, or pitch and roll. So I'm rolling for FMS2. That's the lateral path. And then I'm going to also climb at 250 knots. My thrust is set, so all I got to do is make a crosshair. And we're going to be climbing at 250 knots on course to gale. Pretty much it. So I can go ahead and press the engage autopilot button, which is right here on the airplane. And we always verify that it comes up here. AP in green. A bit aggressive when it kicks on there in the sim, but anyways, the autopilot's engaged, so that's how we use the sync button. Shaq says, I prefer the honeycomb, and at least it feels more like a Cherokee than a TCA. I don't know what Pendular feels like IRL since I don't fly a jet. So yeah, we can talk about that. We'll talk about actually after 10,000. Let's go ahead and make ourselves go up to, what was it, 36? what did I say here? 38. We're going quite high for pretty hour, like a 1 hour flight, but usually they wouldn't let you go that high. ATC wise will usually stop you on 34. But 38 is set. So 10,000, we'll go lights out. We'll check our pressure, that it's pressurized and the cabin is climbing. The belts, it's been pretty smooth, so we'll go auto. And instead of going climb 280 or climb 320, whatever, what we're going to do is we're going to go vertical speed, 1,500 feet per minute. And that way, when I scroll my speed up, so let's do a 320 knot climb. So we don't have to stay here too long. If I did climb 320, the airplane basically levels off, and even in real life, and then people, ATC may ask, like, are you going to continue your climb? But that's because the airplane's priority in that point is speed, so it's going to nose down and get all of its speed, and then it's going to come back up. So this way, of a vertical speed of 1,500, you're still climbing nicely, and the airplane is smoothly accelerating up. So it's kind of best of both worlds, and then we'll just click the speed button once we get past closer to 320. Anyways, my opinion on the yoke. I do have a review on the yoke, and my biggest gripes were basically said in that review. The yoke as a potential is an awesome idea, and I like it, and it feels cool. What I wish it was a little bit of better kind of a build quality. It feels cheap to me, even though it's not cheap. That's one thing. Second to that is I'm gonna probably hurt some people's feelings, but I absolutely hate the honeycomb alpha yoke, for the reason being that the roll is super loose, and the pitch is super tight and strong. And I would prefer, if you're gonna make a yoke, make it all tight, need a lot of pressure, go climb 320 to move the yoke as it is in real life. If you can't do that, then make it all loose, because having a dual weird feel to it is not how a plane flies, to me personally. So with the TCA yoke, it doesn't have the problem where one is heavier than the other. However, even with my added spring, it's still you can move this thing with a pinky. And in real life, you got to use some muscle in the jet world, at least in the RJ at least, to get it to do what you want to do. It takes quite a bit of force, and even as I don't really know how much force, but I can tell you, even to get from this throttle, if you're in toga and you want to get to max power, in real life it takes 40 pounds of pressure to get from toga to max power. So that's the kind of the quality that you're dealing with in real life. It's obviously very well built and it's very expensive, but for 500 or whatever they charge for a TCA yoke and all the bundles and all that stuff, to me, it's cool. Can it be better? Yes, for the price. I think this is like a $250 yoke is what I'd be happy spending on it personally. But anyways, we'll go transition. I'll read your comments in a second here. We'll get that going. What overrides sync changing pitch? What overrides sync changing pitch? I actually don't really understand that question. Basically, I'm going to be pitching up, and because we're in the climb mode, I'm going to press my sync button, and the climb, instead of 200, whatever it was, will become my current speed, if that makes sense to you. And I do actually have a video on the sync as well. I have a full video explaining the sync feature and how to map it and all that kind of stuff. It's Dominic says, Pookie. Welcome, Dominic. Welcome. I can't pronounce your name. Rayan. That's my best attempt on that. Shaq, welcome. Oh yeah, the roll is absolutely terrible on the honeycomb. Yeah, I don't know why would they make roll loose and the other one like pitch strong. I don't know, but Let's Gaming says, what gate will you find? Will I find you in YYZ? Well, we're a U.S. flight, so the 250s. I'll probably be at 250, 252, 248, that kind of area. The F gates. Joey says, when's the last time you flew the CRJ real life? Yesterday. Jfoot says, I wrapped some tennis racket tape around the TCA yoke so they won't feel as plasticky. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, just like I have the Thrustmaster Warthog as well, and it's a brick. Like the Thrustmaster Warthog, if you don't know how heavy it is and you go to pick it up, you may pull your back by accident. Like, it's metal, so I kind of wish they can just make that on the yoke. I know that the metal might maybe moving or wear and tear it easier. I don't really know, but it just, when you spend $500, whatever dollars, $400 or $500 on something, I'm expecting very high quality, especially for Wing to buy a FMS. It's like $200, and I find it's better quality than some of the Thrustmaster stuff. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. I think it's the best yoke you can get on the market, I guess, currently. I've never tried the Verpal one they're coming out with, and I don't own the CH products or the Turtle Beach one, so I guess I can't comment on that. But for airliners, this would be still my choice. I just don't think it's priced all that well. Obviously, they're making money from it because they know people will buy it, but that's my opinion. I think this could be $200, $300. Flex McGiving says 250 gates. Okay, cool. I'll load up shortly. Awesome, man. We'll be there. We're doing a Detroit turn after this. Do you know if it will be some discounts on the CRJ soon? I'm planning to buy it. The 900 is so expensive compared to the 700. I mean, I have no idea, but I'm gonna say probably not. I've never really seen it go on discount. Climb 77 is approaching. Let's go ahead and click our mock button. Now we're at Climb 77. I've never seen it go on discount, so I can't comment on that. It might, but with the update coming around the corner, probably not. But if you own it, the update will be free, and I'll tell you that. All right, airplane, don't go chasing. I'll tell you that the CRJ 5, 7, 9, and 1000 cockpit-wise and feature-wise are all exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the length. That's pretty much it. That's actually it. So if you don't want to spend the money, you don't necessarily have to. And a lot of airlines operate the quote 900, but what they don't tell you is a lot of them have 700s converted into 900 seating. So the 7s are still used real life, they're just called 900s. Nick says, "G'day, mate. Great to see you streaming again. Can't wait for the belated update. I tried to watch your last stream and replay, but can't see it. Thanks for tutorials and knowledge." Yeah, my couple of streams have always some problems uploading, but thanks you for coming back, and I'm hoping that the content is worth watching and you enjoy it. So thanks for coming back. Joey says, "What's your favorite city for a layover when you're at work?" Philadelphia, because of the free meals. That's kind of it. I just like free food, so it's maybe not the best food in the world, but it's free. So we usually get breakfast, and weekends we'll get some meals. So if you're there on a weekend, and you can, I just love that was my first ever, I think, layover, so that's why I like it so much. But where we are, it's close to the Rocky statue, and that was always a lifelong dream. I love the Rocky movies, you know, about perseverance and all that kind of stuff. And finally, when you made it to an airline, that kind of thing, to me, it kind of resonated with me a little bit, seeing that statue. So yeah, I think that's one of my favorites, just because of the free food. But yeah, what else is good? I've never been able to do an actual New York layover. I've always wanted to do that. That'd be cool. But yeah, anywhere there's food, man, that's where you're gonna find me. Aaron says, I will buy it. I will fly the virtual SAS Scandinavian Airlines. Luckily, I'm allowed to fly the 700 there. They only can operate 900. Oh, okay. Because you'll operate 900s. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a sim. So if you can't afford stuff, just trick your brain into thinking it's a 900. The cockpit's all the same. And if you want VNAV, in real life, the 900 NG has VNAV, but in the sim, you can go here in the EFB and press couple VNAV, and now everything has a VNAV. So I turned it off because most of the planes that I fly don't have VNAV. They have advisory VNAV, where it gives you this predicted feet per minute required type of stuff, but they don't have actual coupled VNAV. So how long are we going? Probably start doing our descent prep shortly here. But now I know it's but now I know it's no problem. Thanks, man. Yeah, no worries, man. Borna says, "Do you know what will exempt you from Category 3 medical?" I don't. I would contact your aviation medical. Obviously, like anything that requires like medicine, like any pills that are required to take, will probably have to be looked at and assessed and that kind of stuff. Eyesight-wise, as long as you have 20/20 corrected with glasses or contacts, well, you're required to have glasses, but That part's good. Like, I'm not a doctor, so I can't say yes or no, but that kind of stuff, yeah. Joey says, are you a slam clicker, or do you like to go out and explore? It's a slam clicker. I don't even know what that is. But I like to explore. Depends temperature, what I have packed with me, and where I am. I don't do much exploring in Detroit. I stay in the room. I usually go to the gym and I'll get some food. But like Charlotte, I'll go and explore, and I love Atlanta to go out so I can get some barbecue and that kind of stuff. So I do that kind of thing. It's food. I'm food. I'm going for food. That's what I do. That's what I do. Isaac says, yo, just checking in. Enjoy the stream. Thanks, Isaac. Hope your flight's going well, my friend. Where are you going to, by the way? Are you going to Sarnia or something? When I become a pilot, I hope I can fly the CRJ or Dash 8, both popular in Norway. Yeah, the CRJ, Dash 8 might stick around, but the CRJ is probably going to be replaced soon because there's other jets that can do it for cheaper. And at the same point of that, it's harder and harder to find parts of the RJ now because Mitsubishi took over. It's not Bombardier anymore. It's technically the Mitsubishi CRJ, which just sounds awful, but that's what it is. And it's apparently very hard to find parts for it. So, yeah. Oh, I guess I should go to 122A, shouldn't I? Look at that. We have 100 knots off the nose there. We're 360 on the ground speed. Yeah, so that'll be fun. We can definitely do a nice 4-degree descent at Toronto. Plan to take a glider plane license, then PPL. Is that smart? Depending on age, it can be smart. And yeah, gliders are always. Like if I were in your shoes and I was already 18, I would just go straight to the PPL. But gliders are a good way to get into it. That's for sure. Personally, for me, you're never getting me in a glider unless both engines fail. But knock on wood on that one. But that's just me because I just don't have any interest in it. But it is definitely good flying techniques to learn there. Isaac says, on the way to airport now, just multi-IFR likely. Okay, cool. Well, good luck. Have fun with that. I wish you luck in getting flow numbers. Oh, okay. I got it there, Joey. Yeah, it depends where I am. I'll definitely be in my room in some places for sure. Real quick, notice how this airplane is kind of bobbing and weaving between 800 and 1,000 a minute as it gets some extra speed. A little trick you can do is just click vertical speed, 1,000 a minute. It might not be the best it can do, it might not be the worst it can do, but at this climb rate, we're going to be climbing, and when you climb, it gets colder and it gets thinner, so your Mach is actually going to start, as you see it right there, just jump down. So we may be slowing down a little bit, but by the time it has time to react, the Mach's already moved down. So maybe 900 or 1,000, maybe 900 a minute, somewhere around there. But this keeps a nice constant climb rate, not this teeter-tottering effect where everyone's getting sick. We do that sometimes as well. Just gotta watch your speed now, because you're not speed protected anymore. Chuck says, do they train you for dual engine failures? We have memory items for it. In terms of the CRJ, it's continuous ignition on. That's pretty much it for that one. And then we have a checklist for it. But flying it wise, no. They're not going to put you in that situation, because how do you mark that, right? It's going to be different for every wherever. You can lose it up here, you can lose it down low. There's no evaluating that. So notice how we're a little bit on the low side of the bucket here, but as we keep climbing, you're going to hopefully see this Mach 7.7 drop down. And if it's dropping down too late, we can always do a 900 feet per minute climb, or even 800 a minute. And that way we can keep a nice constant rate of climb going. I says not filing. Oh, okay. Have fun with that then. Go a little VFR. Ronnie says good morning. Good morning. It's that night for me, but good morning to you, my friend. Overstressed CRJ 550s, so I'll be watching you live. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. How did you do it? You leveled off and forgot the power. Thanks for all watching, by the way, guys. Got 23 of you guys in here. It's quite insane. So please press that like button if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. And let's see, where are we going here? Yeah, we're getting quite close. Let's start doing some preparation-y things for, I don't know if that's a word, for Toronto. Let's get my charts back open. We'll go Toronto. Over here. We'll check the weather. What do they got? Actually, I think there might be an ATIS in Toronto, because they should have people online. Where's my little V-pilot there? Yeah, Toronto ATIS. That's a massive ATIS. Alright, well. Approaching is 2-3, 2-4 right. That's kind of weird. Usually it's 2-4 left, but we can plan 2-4 right, I guess. Cementation approach and use. Yeah. Condition code 666, so it's bare and dry. It is 280, 14 gusts and 22. That's not too bad. 15 miles and VFR. Is it, how cold is it? 0 degrees. Temperature correction is required when the sim is not modeled, so I'm going to bypass that. But we would have to temperature correct all our approach, MDA, MSA, all that kind of stuff. So we'll go back to climb 77 for the last 1,000 feet or so. Notice how it just basically levels off to get to speed. ATT doesn't really like that, but anyways. So we're going to plan 2-4 right, which is kind of strange. Usually it's 2-4 left that they'd give us, but anyways. We'll go charts, approach, 2-4 right. I'm just going to pin it for now, and we'll come back to that in just a second. So, this freeze? No, it just really just isn't climbing anymore. Alright, I'll do it myself again. Vertical speed 500, 600, that'll be good enough. So we would get our ATIS, which we got. 2-4 right is in use, which is strange. It's 38,000. We'll get a landing weight, and we do 0 fuel weight plus the weight that we'll be there with, and it's not even going to work for us in this version. So anyways, we would get a landing weight like that, and it would give us our landing weight, give us our landing speed, our V2 in the go-around, our VT in the go-around if needed, and how much runway you're going to use. But anyways, it gives you all here anyways, so we'll press set all. That's kind of high. Probably do like 135. I don't really trust that number too much, so we'll go ahead and manually do that later. We're also not going to have a VT of 39. That's quite insane. Probably with a 194 zone-ish for that. That's better. Alright. So that's been set. Our MDA, let's go ahead and look at that. Alright, 2-4 right, sorry. Is 796, so it'd be 800. Would probably be about 820 if we temperature corrected it, but we're just gonna say that we don't have to do that because it's a sim and it won't work anyways. So we'll go right there to 800. ILS freak is 1093. 1093. Now in real life, you can actually type in the identifier. You can type in INV into this, and it would know what it is. Put that in there. Our HCP, I should have said on the takeoff as well, but I just forget it in sim because it's not useful in sim at all. Make sure we're all alts capping, which we are. They want us at 7.9, so we'll go ahead and leave it in climb thrust and accelerate to 7.9, and we'll do a top of climb here as well. I'll get this plugged in. I don't have the landing distance available with me just yet, so I'm gonna make up the numbers, but this is how we'd fill this in. Our touchdown zone elevation is 546 with a 3-degree slope. And that's the HCP. That sets up the HUD control panel. Or sets up the HUD, sorry, to get the right symbology. Let's go back to the comments for a second. Charlie says, by the way, welcome Charlie. Do you recommend any hardware for the sim? I recommend a lot of hardware for the sim. It depends on budget. At the very basic, you need some sort of a joystick or yoke, depending on the plane you're going to fly. Doesn't have to be crazy, but some sort of joystick or yoke. Some sort of throttle eventually would be nice too. And I'd probably go yoke or a stick, throttle, rudder, and then everything else. Autopilot panels, FMS, tillers, whatever you want. But I'd get the core stuff down. Get something to control it left and right, up and down. Get control of the faster, slower, and then control of the yaw is what I would do personally. So if you want to start out, take a look at the Boeing TCA yoke. I just talked crap about it earlier, but that's kind of all I recommend for the price, really. Either the TCA throttles, the Honeycomb Bravo, which are hard to find, but Honeycomb Bravo throttles I've heard are very good. The Airbus throttles maybe will reduce our thrust for 0.79. And then rudder pedals, I'm going to recommend the Wing rudder pedals because for the price they are amazing. Aaron says, I have to sleep, good night. It's literally 1 o'clock. Oh wow, okay, I get to bed, my friend. We'll see you next time. This is a butter machine, Aaron. This is going to be changing the new beta because in real life it's not a butter machine, it's a slam machine. And that will be reflected in the new one. So I would love to see all the new landings coming up shortly with that. EF sucks. What does the RMP mean that you see on some charts? RMP is required navigational performance. Basically, that chart is the aircraft needs to be required or is equipped and precise enough to fly that GPS approach. The CRJ is not able to do that. Well, at least ours aren't required. They can't do RMP at all. But it's a very high precision approach, basically. Or a required navigation performance is basically a GPS that has to be, trying to find the word for it, not tested, but it can stay within very, very tight tolerances as you're doing the approach. So it's required navigation performance. So usually you'll find on RMPs it requires 0.2 of like a, you have to be within 0.2 of a foot or something. I forget the measurements now, but it's very, very precise GPS, which the RJ doesn't have. The NG can do LPV if it has VNAV equipped, which ours do, which is localizer performance and vertical guidance, but it still can't do RMP. Captain Jack says, hey buddy, checking in. Hope you have a good flight and watching Colorado. Sorry, I can't join you tonight. No worries, my friend. Captain Jack is a very good friend of the channel, so go say hi to him on his streams as well when he streams, and go give him a like and a sub. He's an awesome guy. So we got that, we got that, we got that. Those are there, those are there. Let's go ahead and do our FMS. That's the last here. So departure, arrival, arrival. A million times. Next page. ILS 24 right, which is kind of odd. Legs page. We'll bring Woozy up. And let's bring the chart out so you guys can see. We're going this one here. So it's the RNAV, correction, the Ling 3 via Woozy. Then we have Ling, Youth at 250 above 11 boat 13, Bimpo 210 8000, Burko, Mayrod, Benki, Davno, Dunnell, Vector for the ILS 24 right, starting at Abdul. And it's a 3-degree slope. NOAA crossing is 1970. We would have to temperature correct that, but we're not in the sim. Runway 24 right, a ref of 135. Misapproach, runway heading at 237. Then 189 to Pepvo, holding at Pepvo 205 knots / 3,000 feet. Confirmed and executed. All right, we're all set up for the ILS. So I'd go ahead and brief you guys now. Make sure no one's calling me on that. I sometimes don't have those contact me's that never give me a warning sometime. But let's get Toronto Center. Is Center online? No, but approaches. So we'll get them ready. 32.8. I wonder if that'll work. Let's see. It shouldn't work. Yeah. I'm just gonna see how lazy I can be with it. I'm gonna get a quick drink of water. I'll brief you. So we're doing the Ling 3 arrival via Woozy to 24 right. We'll follow the restrictions as briefed, and it leaves us on a left downwind vectored into 24 right. It's going to be the visual backed up with ILS 24 right, page 11-8, effective the 20th February. Local 1093, and that's set left and right. Final approach was at 237 with the glide path check at NOAA's 1970. The MDA is 800 set right, 800 set left, the other guy would say. MSA high sector 3,100 based on Toronto VOR. So why don't we go put that in our standby here. Go to our speed, we're doing good. So standby is 12:15 in case we need it and our nav doesn't work on the missed approach as well. We'll need that. Actually, the missed approach is using the INV, so never. Oh no, it is using YYZ radial. Anyways, high sector is 3,100 feet. MSA is based on Toronto VOR. Missed approach is climb heading at 237 to a DME of 1.5 on INV, then a climbing left turn 3,000, 189 heading to intercept up on radial 189 to Petvo. So basically straight climb left Petvo. The FMS will fly it for you as well. So I just have the nav in the backup there. We have Pappy's on the left, SSALS type lighting, 3-degree slope, and on runway 24 right, I plan to exit. Most likely, not really that many good exits. Yeah, most likely maybe Charlie 1 or Echo there. Charlie 1 or Charlie 4. Somewhere around there. Might even be a bit too far. There's no hot spots, so we can pretty much exit without having to hold short of runway. Usually we land 24 left, where you have to exit and hold short of 24 right. So, anyways, fuel-wise, wrong button. That's probably wrong. Oh, this airplane doesn't really burn all that much. In real world, we should probably be around the 5,000 pound mark, 6,000. Like we started with. No, we did start with 10 actually. I gave myself a little extra fuel, so. Anyways, we'll have an extra 5,700 pounds of fuel. I'm going to go cross-check that with the OFP real quick. So we didn't actually do our top of climb check. We're going to check at, we just passed CFB. So let's take a look at CFB. on the list here of waypoints. And CFB, we should have been at 62.5, 63 basically. And we're still at 77, so we're like 1,200 pounds above minimum, or above plan, sorry. Oh, I just got assigned work tomorrow. Where am I going here? What time is this at? I might have to cut this stream early. Oh, no, perfect. That's a nice little 2 o'clock start PM. I can stay on with you guys. Where are we going here? We're going to Philadelphia. Woohoo! I got my favorite layover. Anyway, so I was talking about, yeah, fuel. We got tons of it. And we're looking good. And if we need to go around, we can always ask for vectors back. We shouldn't have to go straight to the diversion point. Daniel says, CLE set control, contact me, by the way. Okay, I didn't get that message. Are you in front of me? Because I should have to contact Cleveland Center. I should enter their airspace here. Could it be a real, Joyce says, could I be a real pilot if I susceptible to motion sickness? What I would recommend doing is do an intro flight, see how you feel on that, make sure you drink water before and during it. And moreover to that point, oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. Boop. There we go. Let's change that in there. Moreover to that point, I've had students before in the past that did get motion sickness. Some can work through it and they kind of battled it and didn't get sick, and some had to end up quitting because of it. So it all depends. All depends. I'm gonna contact Cleveland Center as well. I assume they would want me with them.
Jazz 555 cross Wozy and maintain 17,000. The Buffalo area altimeter 2972.
Sorry, say again, the altitude, Jazz 555?
Jazz 555 cross Wozy and maintain 17,000. The Buffalo area altimeter 2972.
Alright, cross Wozy outer, maintain 17,000, Jazz 555.
Delta 1253 heavy, turn left now, heading to.
We're gonna get checked on with this guy real quick, and he'll probably pass us over to arrival eventually.
324 Cleveland Center, runway 21 right, to actually a uniform Golf Victor, and Mike cross runway 27 right on Golf, and Metro altimeter 2978.
Yeah, no worries, Joey. Yeah, go set up for an intro flight. There's a contact me.
Yeah, 21 right, uniform Golf.
You guys don't know how to check on with ATC just when we're in center? Just say Cleveland Center, Jazz 545, flight level 380. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Cleveland Center, Jazz 545, flight level 380.
Delta 1484, you are over Guy.
So he's gonna talk to that guy. He might get back to me, and he's gonna give me a squawk code, so be ready to type in there. Or make a note of it. Gate 248, wind 48, awesome. We'll be there shortly, probably another 25 minutes or so.
American 2578, holding short over runway 23.
I'll let these guys talk to each other. I've learned, real world, if ATC wants to get a hold of you.
26 miles.
Oh, there we go.
West of the Ithaca VOR, descend to cross Wozy and maintain 17,000. The Buffalo area altimeter 2972, and when able, squawk 2544.
Okay, crossing Wozy at 17,000, and we'll start then when ready. Squawking 2544, Jazz 545. Wozy at flight level 170, execute that. Squawking 2544, that's in there.
Delta 815 Heavy Cleveland Center, descend via the Victor's 2 arrival, runway 2.
So, crossing 17th, that's quite low, but currently requires 1,700 a minute. I'm going to wait till it requires 28. We have a big headwind, so 1,000 even a minute as well would work.
Left 240, intersect 21 left localized, Delta 1253 heavy.
American 2578, holding short.
If that sim is too loud, by the way, guys, let me know. I'll tune the settings of the audio a little bit.
American 2578 on approach.
I'm going to lower it for myself as it's quite loud.
Takeoff runway heading 23, American 2578. Delta 1454, descend via the Bonds 2 arrival, runway 21 left, the Metro altimeter 2978.
Down via the Bonds 4 and 2978.
Joey, no, I'm not going to share that online. Sorry.
You are 5 miles from ballast, maintain 4,000 until established. Clear the ILS, runway 21 left approach.
Maintain 4,000 until established, clear for the ILS 21 left approach, Delta 1253 heavy.
Jazz 555, same Mach number.
Should be Mach .77, Jazz 555.
Roger, Jazz 545. We'll do this. Maintain 300 knots or greater onto the sun.
300 or greater in the descent, Chaz 545.
Brickyard 3355, say, are you indicated right now or your mom?
We're indicated for Brickyard 3355.
And say that?
We're indicated for Brickyard 3355. We're saying it's 319.
Brickyard 3355, roger, maintain 290 knots indicated or less for spacing in Toronto.
Shaq says you can make an educated guess. Yeah, you can probably make some educated guesses. I'll never confirm nor deny. You can guess how you like, though.
444, Cleveland Center, hello, maintain flight level 350. And they're 5257 miles from Trava.
So real world, there should have been a top of descent icon somewhere. That's okay. We'll do it ourselves. Wozy's still 2,000 minutes, so we'll be flying straight for a little bit, just to get that number up. We're gonna wait till that's in the 3s or 29 at least.
Yeah, 2309 knots, runway 22 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 22 right for...
I'm just going for real world. I gotta go accept that flight that just got put on my schedule.
9 knots, runway 21 left, clear to land.
Alright, clear to land 21 left, up, up.
American 2570, ready to contact the altitude.
American 2570, airborne passing 2500 to 10,000.
American 2578, roger, maintain 16,000 for now, clear direct Geneseo, that's Golf, Echo, Echo.
This is Geneseo, 15, flight of 150.
16,000.
16,000, American 2570.
Okay, so the tower kept so long, Toronto's offline, radio service terminated, frequency change to Prince here.
That might have been for us, but I can't hear him. Really?
But they were 5250, the wind's 24013 goes 20 knots, runway 2.
Landing 24 in Toronto? Yeah, flights away, that's what we're doing.
United 1105 at Boudreaux, clear the ILS runway 24 right approach.
At Boudreaux, cleared ILS 24 right, United 1105.
Canada 107, leave in my airspace, Boston's offline, radar service terminated, frequency changes approved, good night.
107 going to 122.8, sorted out my flight director, graded him, he seems to be on track now.
Thanks. Singapore 22, leaving my airspace, Boston's offline, radar service terminated, frequency changes approved, good night. Jet 555 on descent, maintain 260 knots for spacing Toronto.
260 knots for space and got 555 descent.
Space Center, Juliet Delta.
2,500 a minute required. He wants 300 or greater, and because in the sim it's a little draggier than in real life, I'm going to start down at 3.3 required, and we'll basically do idle thrust. Captain Jackson, good evening. He's talking flights from Gable. I'll read it for you. Thanks for hanging out with me in the straight up stream Wednesday night. And I'll reply as Flight Sim Gaming saying, no worries, my friend.
5, yeah, Buffalo 17. Yep, crossing in at 17, 5 Juliet Delta. Thanks
For the 20 like guys.
Victor, uniform cross Dunkirk.
Really appreciate that.
1000 on a 2-3, the Buffalo.
If you're new to the channel as well, be sure to subscribe.
11 Victor, uniform cross Dunkirk and maintain 1000.
Requires 2,800, a little bit more. We'll go ahead and set 17,000 though in our FMA here.
Cross Dunkirk 110 and altimeter 2.
Jamesy says, "Hey, welcome by the way. Hopefully with SAN Update 1 release, the CRJ update will see the light of day." No comment. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. I don't think it should be too long,
Delta 4821,
but I have no say.
24 right, clear to land. 24 right, clear to land. Delta 4821, thank you. 324 on departure, RNAV to winners, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to winners, clear for takeoff, 324.
Breakout 33.
Teresa, have you ever experienced severe turbulence? I'm going to say no to that. Let's start down here. Vertical speed 3,200. The reason I say no to that is because severe turbulence is characterized as momentary loss of flight control. I've never had that. I've had pretty rough bumps, and but I've never had loss of controllability of the aircraft, which is technically what severe turbulence is. A lot of people call severe turbulence, oh, it's bumpy. It's not severe. If you can still control the airplane, it's not severe turbulence. So I've never been in that, thankfully.
4821 AFIR, we have an...
Alright, vacating 37 for 17,000. Still wants 32. We'll give it 32. The other thing, he's got to be cautious of who's reporting the turbulence. This is kind of a separate topic, but if you hear a 172 give a moderate turbulence and we're in an RJ, don't really care. And if we hear a triple saying moderate turbulence and we're in an RJ, probably care a bit more. It depends who's given the pyro. Pleasant Gang says, what call sign you plan to use en route to Detroit? That's a great question, actually. Go and look that up.
Push on to Juliet crew, face south, correction, face north. Call me ready for taxi with the weather.
Push on to Juliet, approve face north, Skywest 2.
We are going to be 775. Let me go and get that sim flight reaction. I'll post it in my Discord for all you guys that want to fly along. It's kind of scared on the radio. It's the chill. The chill.
And Cleveland Mountain 324, we're climbing 3 for 17,000.
Mountain 324, radar contact as reported, turn left direct Lincoln, climb maintain by
once we go under 31.6, we're going to go 300 or greater for him.
370, Mountain 324.
Lima Romeo Golf now, thanks, running 24 left. You wanted Lima 4, correct?
Lima 4 for Lima Romeo Golf, yes.
Alright, the new flight plan
I think I can only give you Lima 3, Lima 4
has been posted in general chat on my Discord.
And Lima, the Cleveland Altimeter 2977.
Foxtrot, Lima, and Lima 3, that's okay for us, Lima Romeo Golf, thank you.
Jazz 555, discard.
300 or greater. Let's do it. A little bit of power. Give him 300 to start, and then we'll go down to 320 eventually. So we're going to increase our rate of descent here, because as we get faster, we'll need a steeper descent rate to make that waypoint there. And let's get the let's get Toronto approach at 32.8 still lined up in the center there. 1328. Just so we're ready for that. Whoops. Go back to the chat here. Let's give me says what answer that one. We're gonna be Jazz 775. Google just wanted to make sure that I find something else cool. Curious how closely you monitor TAFs before or during a flight. Pretty close. I mean, you'll have to use everything at disposal. So I don't just use TAFs because TAFs are within 5 miles of an airport or so. But I'll reference obviously TAF, METAR. I'll have. Oh, he's getting a vector behind me. I'll keep speeding it up. I'll use my 4-flight with the weather radar.
Jazz 555, descend to maintain 17,000.
Yeah, 555 and 545 are pretty close. But anyways, I'll use 4-flight, and I have a I can see all the fronts, and I'll also get the highs and low pressures where they are. I'll also get a weather radar, so I kind of use all this information and my past knowledge of my flying experience to determine what the weather's going to do. That's kind of it. You kind of get used to it a little bit when you become a pilot like licensed in general. You gotta get better as you go, and you get more experience. And as an instructor, it's up to you to make the call, right? For sure, and for you and your student. So we're down at 32 again.
Departure flight runway heading, runway 24 left short, Lima, this here, Lima 4, that's fine. Runway 24 left short, Lima 4, clear for takeoff. 24 left, Lima 3, Lima.
We're going to add a threat in our landing briefing here, and the threat is this is the old version of the plane, and it will float like crazy. So we're going to have to pull power out a little sooner than we normally would. Going to match these up once 27. I'll give it 27.
Okay, Bonds 2, arrival 2978 and 21 left, Delta 1454.
Delta 815, expect the Isla Zulu running 22 at approach.
The most realistic experience, or part about this experience, is I'm having to go to the bathroom right around now. And that's pretty accurate.
Goes 555, before 1026.
555, 260, yeah. Breakout 33, discard. Delta 815, expect the Isla Zulu 22 right approach.
Isla Zulu 22 right approach, Delta 815 heavy.
11 Victor Uniform, depart Dunkirk, heading 070. Expect vectors ILS 23 approach.
Depart Dunkirk, heading 070. Expect vectors for the ILS 23 approach, November 11 Victor.
Hope you guys are all enjoying this stream and the audio and everything's looking okay or sounding okay.
2205, knots runway 24 right, clear to land.
24 right, clear lane, 1105.
Keeping it really as quick as I possibly can here without getting too close to the barber poles.
John 152, heavy good day with dues 26,000 for 37,000. John 152, Cleveland Center, maintain flight level 370.
Maintain 370, John 152.
Yeah, it's 714, descend maintain 6,000,
And
they expect the ILS runway 28 right approach.
the Buffalo altimeter 2972.
Yeah, it's 714, descend maintain 6,000,
Just
expect
hit the B
ILS
button.
runway 28
There we
right
go.
approach.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Descent and maintain 6,000, expect ILS 28 right, United 714.
Alt cap is a little early on leveling off, so yeah, I guess we'll get there. But usually would, if it's gonna alt cap, it wouldn't go basically almost level. But anyways, pretty good. Match that heading up with the new course we're going to. We always do that in case we get a heading. If they say, "Hey, turn right," your first instinct is to click the heading button. Now you're going to start turning a different direction. So if you hit this by accident first.
Toronto approach now 132.8.
32.8, have a good night, Jazz 545.
Jazz 555 is normal speed, include red closing.
Alright. Toronto Jazz 545, 17,000, assigned 300 or greater.
Jazz 545, Toronto Island, good evening. Runway 24 left, altimeter 2969er, 8 Echo, descend 11,000.
Okay, descend 11,000 and we'll get Echo, planning 24 left now, Jazz 545. Well, why is the ATIS saying 24 right? Alright, let's go descend. What does it require here? Let's do a nice slow descent so I have time to plan a new arrival here. Youth wants 1,000 a minute. Okay, we can wait a little bit on that. Just a little bit. Let's get this going here. So the first thing, let's get rid of our pinned ILS 24 right chart, because as I said, it's kind of weird they gave us 24 right in the ATIS. But anyways, it's 11195. There and there. Oop. That's step one on that guy. We'd get a new takeoff landing report for the new runway as well. But anyways, MDA minimum 750. Got a landing distance of 8898. An elevation of 547. 1 foot off. I would get new speeds and all that kind of stuff, but we'll say we did that. Departure, arrival, 24 left, which makes a lot more sense. Legs page, we're still going to Woozy. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to Iston. We're going to pass that, so Lingus next. Let's start this descent. Vertical speed. Do about 17 a minute or so just to start going down.
Toronto Porsche, good evening. Aircraft number 857, right
that restriction 0210 at Bimpo is still there. Same on the Star. The only difference is the ILS 24 left at Ebdel, Canoa crossing 1970. That's not correct.
57 Toronto arrival below.
Should be Curex, yeah.
Call me back about 5 miles.
Liz do. The new one will kind of fix that when changing runways. But anyways, Liz do 3000 above Curex 1970. Runway 24 left, a rep of 135 in the missed approach. 205 knots, basically the same miss, 3,000 feet. Confirmed to execute. Cool, we're reset up for the 24 left. I'll give you a new briefing. Same Star. Now we're vectored for the ILS 24 left. Visual backed up with ILS 24 left, page 11-7, effective 20th February. Let's watch that speed. We're looking good. Cool. 11195 is set left and right on final approach course. Is 237.
545 at 11,000, resume the start published speed.
At 11,000, was published speed, chest 545. Final approach was 237, glide plate checks Curex 1970, MDA is 800, correction 750, set right, set left. And the MSA high sector is still 3,100 feet based on Toronto VOR. The missed approach is the same as briefed earlier.
Toronto arrival, current frequency squawk 6654.
3 degree slope. Pappy's on the left. And on runway 24 left, gonna plan to exit on Delta 2, Delta 4 with the hot spot, and we'll have to hold short of 24 right once we exit there. And fuel-wise, we're still way above plan, so if we need to do a go-around, we can ask to come around and have another shot at it if it's not related to anything that happened at the airport. Threats, this airplane doesn't fly that well in the real compared to real one, so again, with the floating aspect, I'm going to pull power a lot earlier.
Westhead 212, identify passing 14,500. Runway 24 left, altimeter.
So the plan is we're going to level off at 11,000 here, and I'm just going to keep it at idle thrust and get the 250. So we'll go ahead and plug in our 250 here.
We'll direct to
and
6,000 info echo. I was actually looking for 23 if possible. Westhead 212.
There we go. Kind of started my descent a little early. I just kind of did that so I could get
212, no problem.
some time to slow down, or not slow down, some time to do my approach and not meet my restriction when it's coming up. Paris is back from doing most cross-country planning. Awesome. That didn't take too long. 76 minutes is how long stream I've been going for. Let's go ahead and grab a Echo, although it's probably just going to say VFR. Yeah. Altimeter 2969. We'll go ahead and throw that in our standby for later. 12,000 for 11,000.
Altimeter 2969, taxi Alpha Lima, Alpha Hotel.
Got 9 miles to Youth, which is 2 minutes.
Jazz 545 after the speed reduction is at 8,000.
After the speed restriction down at 8,000, Jazz 545. Alright, well, we're going to let it alts cap, and then I'll plug in 8,000. Let's go idle thrust. Alts cap, 8,000. Oh, it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't level off like that. It should level at 11 because it's at alts cap. That's incorrect. We'll just manually bring ourselves down here. We're slowing for 250. Not bad, just going PA, DA. I don't know, PA is practice here. I don't know what DA is. Wind correction angle, basically, all the wind stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Gotta do all the PA, unless I'm reading that wrong. 250 knots at our thrust to hold. No spoilers required. This thing is a lot draggier in the sim than it is real world. Doesn't slow down all that quickly. And the next one is Bimpo at should be 8,000 feet at 210 knots. Go ahead and sync our heading.
Down to 11,000.
Pressure altitude. Ah, nice. Yeah, I've never heard pressure altitude abbreviated. Usually PA is the this is a practice area.
Correction, Westhead 212 procedure Calvi.
Thank you.
Getting these stutteries, I don't know why. But we've got Toronto on the right hand side. Well, we should have it. It should be right there. Sim freeze. Us? Oh no, we're moving.
Toronto approach.
That was weird.
Jazz 555, direct to
Alright. Anyways.
17,000.
8,000 is come up, which is 1,000 a minute. We need to slow for 210.
Arrival, good evening, runway 24 left, altimeter 2969,
Yeah, okay. We'll do descend 250, idle thrust.
Left, altimeter 2969er, and we have that going.
And then we'll slow for 210 once we get down to 8,000. There's 10,000 coming up. We'll go lights on. The pressure has been checked to depressurize. And we do an approach check there. All the altimeters are good. We're going to set 2969 in there for Toronto altimeter. So we'll be level here, and we're going to be using this time, the rest of it, to slow for 210.
Descend 4,000.
Descend 4,000, that's at 212.
And because this airplane slows down incredibly quickly, I'm going to add some thrust so we're a bit closer when we level off at 8,000. Nothing crazy. A couple hundred feet off of it, something like that. 9 for 8. Go ahead and bug 210. Idle thrust. And it's taken years to alts cap. Critical speed. Let's keep going, my friend. 8,000, not 8,400. And we're gonna gently meet 210 and 8,000 all nicely together there. Yeah, the alts capping in this is a little weird, but Jeff says just got past Woozy from the sequencing vectors. Could you watch my landing afterwards? Yeah, I'll be sure to try to get a glimpse of that.
Delta 581
All right, adding thrust for 210. We're gonna go ahead and box our seatbelt message that I added there.
Delta 581, runway 23, it is Echo, altimeter 2969, taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Captain Jack says, when you're flying IRL, do you talk to yourself in your head like... No, I don't. It's silent. Below 10, we're silent. But that wouldn't be too much fun to watch, would it? Gotta be listening out for ATC. ATC's in real life is a lot busier than this. He should be just one after the other, especially at this time. We're simulating like 5, 6 o'clock or so. But VATSIM wise, there's no one here, but it would be, you know, WestJet this, Air Canada that, Jazz this, Encore, or not Encore anymore, but Porter, they'd just be one after the other. Input 210 8,000 met that restriction. There's nothing else left, so he's probably going to give me, if there's no one in line in front of me, he's probably going to be right down to 4,000, and we'll just go to speed mode, descend 210 down to 4. But yeah, there's Toronto on the right hand
Canada
side.
847, report airborne this frequency, wind 240 at 8, cleared for takeoff, runway 23.
Usually the trick is if they give you a low altitude like 4,000 and we're starting at 8 or 3,000, they want you to get down quick most likely because they're gonna early turn you into the ILS or whatever approach. If they give you like a 6,000 or something, you're usually not too much in a rush to get down. As Pearson on the nose, we'll be landing 24 left. 4,000 Jazz 545. So there we go. We got a nice low number.
555, descend 11,000.
Descend 4,000 confirmed. Speed button. Descend 210. Idle thrust. No spoilers required. If you want to use spoilers, you can. You'll descend even faster. The spoilers are the size of someone's wrist, so they don't do much. But they are there. Go ahead and sync that heading again. Get your landing rates. Actually, you can put them in there in the chat, but I actually don't have anything that monitors it, so. Let's see, we're gonna be 4,000 there. I want to be 4,000 a little sooner so I can get my 3,000 and turn in for the ILS. So I can either add spoiler or add flap. Let's just add spoiler for now, about halfway. And we'll bring that guy closer to us. That way we have time to get even lower to 3,000 and him vector us in. Kind of a little game we play of when we're going to get vectored in. But not much spoiler. You can see very little is in there. And in real life, anytime you use the spoiler, your hand stays on the spoiler. So you don't take your hand away from that. You don't touch the throttle or anything because you're going to add thrust with spoiler on is useless. So first get rid of the spoiler, then add your thrust. So you keep your hand there anytime you use it. Simple says, which gate, YYZ? We're going to be at gate 250. Flight Sim Gaming is also with us as well. He'll be at 248, so we'll be all together. Nice little crew going on. It's a very quick flight in the RJ, so we gotta go quickly. Probably get to the gate, shut it down, go to the bathroom, come back. Got one right there. Alts cap at 4,000. We'll add our thrust for 210. Let's go flap 1.
Bravo, good evening, Air Canada 459. We're out of 15 for 8, looking for 24 left. We have echo.
Air Canada 459, turn arrival, good evening, squawk 6001.
Flap 1 is just slats in the CRJ, so it just does these leading edge slats to 20 degrees. And then passing 20 degree of flap, you'll get your next notch of slat, which is 25.
Jazz 545, turn left heading 040.
Left 040, Jazz 545. Heading sync, heading mode. Left turn 040. We're going to go green needles on the right, green needles on the left. The course is always wrong in the sim.
3355.
Oh, no, that's right.
Be off course. Verify your next waypoint.
237 was correct. Go ahead and sequence our FMS, so we'll go Lizdu.
Jazz 545, continue left turn heading 330, descend 3000.
Left turn 330, 3000, Jazz 545. 3000. Let's go to actually vertical speed.
For Jazz 454, excuse me, Jazz 545,
Flap 8,
turn left heading 330.
left turn 330. Jazz 545, left turn 330, 3000, Jazz 545. 330, 3000's confirmed, slowing to 180.
300, runway 24 left, altimeter 29er.
Looking good.
Echo, descend 8000.
Descend 8000, we have...
We're flap 8 already.
4 left, Air Canada 459.
Victor 3355, did you figure out what's going on?
I don't have a navigramp, so it could just be that I had old nav data for Victor 3355.
I'm gonna put up progress page, page 2, and that's probably not modeled. Alt's cap at 3000, a little bit of power.
Waypoint again?
Degro, Delta Echo Golf Romeo.
Degro's a real waypoint, I know that one. I don't know where it is, but it's...
Victor 3355, the waypoint Degro is for the opposite direction for runway 05 and 06 left, so you programmed the wrong star. It's going to be vectors from here.
So I'm expecting a late turn in, so it's going to probably screw my intercept up here, but he should give me west heading of 270 or something.
Jazz 545, turn left heading 270, intercept, clear Dallas, turn 24 left approach.
270, clear LS 2 for left, Jazz 545. Cool, that's what I was expecting.
Can we go there,
Prog page 2, we're going to wait till this is under a mile and we're going to arm our approach. It's the best accuracy we can get on these 2.4s in real life. In real life, the CRJ doesn't capture ILSs all that well, and it will wobble.
Jazz 555, descend 8000.
Descend 8000, Jazz 5.
And our pilot monitoring would plug in 1835 for the arrival tower frequency there.
847, turn left, direct kept on course.
Go ahead and press, I don't think it's going to work as properly it will in real life, so we'll go ahead and press approach now. Look 0 and glide slope arm.
Jet 212, the wind 2407, clear to
Should say look 2.
Clear to land 23, West Jet 212.
Get rid of this page now. Loc 0 captured, should be say Loc 2 captured. We'll put our heading to 237. 3000 is set and confirmed for the missed approach. Just double check that, yeah. We're looking good. Runway's in sight. See how it's wibble wobbling? That's actually real. It does do that in real life. I don't know if that was intentional. That they modeled that. But that is real. That happens.
Descend 4000.
Right 040, descend 4000.
Usually they give me 170 to Curex or something. Glide slope alive. And then once we're 1 dot above this glide slope around here, maybe slightly under, we're going to go ahead and grab the gear and do our landing stuff, landing checks. Thank you guys for all watching.
Jazz 545, wind 2307, clear to land right 24 left.
Clear land 24 left, Jazz 545. Really appreciate that. Got another guy on the TCAS, he's probably for my 2-3. Don't quite see him, but he's somewhere out there somewhere. Anyways, we'll go gear down. Let's chime our attendees. Throw these on.
Air Canada 459, proceed direct Lizdu, descend 4000.
And any second we'll get a glide slope capture.
Down to 4, Air Canada 459.
We should have heard a 2500 on the glide slope, or the radar's alive there. Glide slope captured. Ronnie says, good to see a pro at work. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And it's VFR, so we can be stable by 500. I'm going to hold the flaps off a little bit so we can keep it quick for everybody else behind us. Mike says, I prefer the LPV approaches on the CRJ. No wobbles when capturing. That vac also seems to be much more stable. Yeah. Most of the RJs I fly don't have LPV. Some of them do, but most of them don't. So we're usually flying without it. And I've gotten rid of it for the sim as well.
Left 010 for carrot 3355.
Westjet 212, welcome to Toronto. Turn left when able, and then left turn on.
Alright, let's go flat 20.
Right.
Plug 160 when we want it.
Sorry, 15 right. Westjet.
Slowly make our way down to that.
Breaker 3355, descend 3000.
But I do agree, Mike, those LPVs are quite slick.
Go down to 3 for carrot 3355.
Alright, I can tell myself this last time, gonna have to pull power out a lot sooner in the sim than I would real world because it will float down the runway in the sim, so we'll probably bring it out around 50 feet, honestly. I don't like to do that. Real world, we usually start bringing it back around 30s is my technique, but...
200,
anyways, we'll go flat 30. 156.
Turn left heading 330.
Left 330 for carrot 3355.
Making very little power adjustments, don't need to make too much.
Westjet 212, I think you turned your transponder on.
And we'll go flat 45, a ref of 135. There's a bit of a gust, so we'll go 138, although it's probably going to float anyways, so... I've actually tested this airplane in the sim. It can sustain lift at 100 knots with idle thrust. So, anyways, flat 45 with the gear down. Clear to land, 24 left. Set my view a little bit nicely here. Hopefully you guys can see pretty well. Move my mic a little bit, and go ahead and go autopilot disengaged. And in real world, when you take off the autopilot, the plane is usually nose down trimmed, and you'll have to kind of bite that a tiny bit. In the sim, it seems like it comes out pretty good, but anyways. Or it's stable at 500. I have to get rid of it saying 400 and 300. I don't really want it to say those numbers. But anyways, we got a right wind from the right, so we'll be doing a right rudder with a little bit of right, or
will I remain on
a little bit of right wing down, I should say.
Negative.
Correcting for center line.
Roger.
We're already landing, called it back a million years ago because we're visual.
Victor 3355, turn left heading 270 to intercept, clear Dallas, range 24 left approach.
270 to intercept.
Right to idle in the sim.
24 left for carrot 3355.
Jazz 555, descend 4000.
Look how much floating. I'm actually pushing down on my joystick, believe it or not. Anyways, we'll get the reverse in there. It just wants to float forever.
455, correction, Air Canada 459, turn
anyways,
left heading 180.
manual braking will make this probably most likely Delta 4 coming up here.
Got a 449, actually, correction, heading 1.
Yeah, I wish it was as hard. I wish it was as easy to land like that, but not the case in real life.
Victor 3355, the heading should be.
Exiting Delta 4 will have to stay short of 24 right. That's going to come up after this. But I was actively pitching down. I'm like, go down. Stop floating. Idle thrust at 50 feet. I don't know where it gets all this lift from. Ground effect isn't that good. Anyways, he'll get back to me when he can. I may have to contact him, but we'll stay here for now. Go get rid of our flaps. Nope.
Victor 3355, speed 170 greater until QRX.
170 greater until QRX for 33.
If he doesn't get back to me, I'll get back to him.
Got the 829 with identifier 726 above, ready to push Charlie 34.
Cat 829, read back crack, pushing start your discretion, call for taxi.
Kind of set my stuff up for the next one, 1570 of MDA.
Roger, 857.
Yeah, I'll give him a shout here.
Right, 6 arrival.
Thanks, Jack.
Air Canada 857, Toronto arrivals, clock it in.
Spoke it in.
Approach Jazz 545, clear 2 for left, holding short 2 for right.
Jazz 545, welcome to Toronto, cross 2 for right, which gate?
252.
Jazz 545, taxi via Delta and Delta Romeo, cross runway 33 right.
Okay, cross 2 for right, then Delta Romeo crossing 33 right, Jazz 545. Put the strobes on.
And
never know if 2 for right's active at Toronto ever. Might as well.
Is established
Thanks, Flight Sim Gaming. I appreciate that. Honestly, it's not even me, bro. I'm not even making it smooth. I didn't even flare.
You don't need to report
in the
south
sim.
in Canada. The wind's 2207, clear to honor and 24 left.
But I appreciate it. J-Foot, last flight I was on the CRJ was quite a thump. Yeah, the CRJ in real life is very easy to slam and very hard to smooth land. It doesn't like just the way that the shocks are built up on the landing. They're one just straight poles. Another fact to that is the engines are aft mounted and above the CG, so it has some weird quirks. And oh, that guy went direct on the ILS. He got rid of the discounts. Anyways, little short stubby wings. It loves flying fast. It doesn't like coming back down. So it's a big struggle. If you go watch any landing with the CRJ, go look up CRJ 900 cockpit landings. There's some that look amazing, and then it just hits, and you're like, whoa. And that's what the RJ is. It just kind of hits sometimes. Someone says, can't wait for the update. Yeah, I can't wait either. I can't wait for everyone to like smash this thing in the new update and complain about how unrealistic it is.
Air Canada 857 Toronto arrival.
Anyways, we have let's go ahead and start the APU.
Air Canada 857, go ahead.
Let's get this rid of the strobes.
Yeah, third time please. Squawk head in.
Oh yeah, this guy's having a hard time tonight, man.
Squawk it in.
Feel bad for the controller. There's the de-ice bay. Thankfully, won't be needing that today.
Checking the squawk mode. Air Canada 827.
Air Canada 857.
Thank you guys for watching. Got 26 of you. Don't go away. We'll be taking off quite shortly. I'm gonna go get to the gate, get a bathroom break. That rhymed, and we'll be on our way to Detroit and back. And that's the end of the pairing for tonight. Get this ended in Toronto. We're clear right, clear left, and we're clear to cross. 3-3 right. It's not an active runway, so I'm gonna leave my strobes off. The APU is online.
Turn left heading 270 to intercept descend 3000, clear to Alice runway 24.
Shouldn't be checking stuff on a runway crossing, but in the sim you can. Anyways, I have our 2 minutes on the ground, so the bleeds have been able to go. Let's turn off number 1.
Canada 857, identify passing 6500.
It's all associated with the left engine shutdown there.
ATIS Echo, descend 5000.
Plus, he says the controller man needs to chill over. Yeah, I mean, he's probably. I think he's making the same call a million times. I kind of feel for him at the same time, though. Little trick we do rear roll. I don't know if every company does this or everyone, but anyways, we do. The most SIDs out of Toronto are 5,000 feet for the jets, so we'll set. Don't have a clearance yet, so we're gonna set 4,900 feet, and once we get our clearance, we'll bump it up an extra 100. It's a bit of a reminder for us. Say, 49. That's not right. Do we get a clearance? And
Air Canada 459, check your transponder, your squawk code change, supposed to be 6001. Wind 2308, number 2, behind a Embraer over the numbers, clear to
I'm going to refile my new VATSIM flight plan. I don't know if I have to wait in VATSIM to get to the gate or whatever, but I'm just going to go and file it. Oh, someone has my new call sign. That's not nice. Someone took it. Alright, well, we'll be 7... let's find some other ones here. I'll just be 940. Whatever, I'll make it up.
Jazz 555 descend, 3000 still cleared for the approach.
3000 down to the approach.
So we're going to be Jazz, the next one, 940 from Toronto to Detroit.
Toronto approach a low Jazz 771 with Echo, request IFR to Detroit.
Oh, they're already getting IFR. I'm not even at the gate yet. Give me a second.
581 contact.
I know that voice anywhere, Mr. Flight Sim Gaming.
9.87, good night.
Over Cleveland, Delta 581, thank you.
Break 3355, keep it rolling, traffic's on final there, cross runway 24 right.
Now, he didn't give me any lane. Usually they'd say lane 10 or lane 9, whatever they want us to go in, but whatever.
Break 3355, roger, taxi by Charlie, Alpha Lima.
Charlie, Alpha Lima, procure 3355.
Danish, oh, yep, I gotta catch a landing. Oh, I forgot.
Clear to Alice runway 24 left.
Left approach.
Oh, I'll try to get you over here.
Level 220 is your final due to airspace restrictions. Clear to Detroit via the ankle.
That's not you.
Goose transition. Flight plan.
You're further there. Okay, I'm gonna run to the gate, and I'm gonna get a nice view for you. Actually, as it's doing this, kind of going straight. Let me go over here.
All right, well, looks like kind of flying for level 220. We're clear to Detroit by the ankle 5. G transition and filed. Runway 23, squawk 0152 Jazz.
That was a pretty interesting one. Alright, that's good enough.
Push back and set up your discretion, call back for taxi.
Look at that. It looks like a
Call back ready for taxi.
700 or a 5.
Kappa 829, have you ready to taxi, runway 23, and we require Quebec.
Kappa 829, check Quebec, runway 23,
Damn, I pressed the freaking 5 button.
Taxi via Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Let me get to a gate here quickly. I'll try to get you.
Alpha
I'll do
Kilo, Alpha
254.
Hotel, and
You won't care.
hold short, Quebec, Kappa 829, and we have Echo.
Trying to get to a gate nice and quick, and I'll put. Yeah, I know.
Air Canada 459, welcome to Toronto, cross runway 24 right, turn around Charlie, let me know if you have a preference on the gate.
Yeah, whatever is close.
Alright, set that. Turn that off. Let's go take a look. Not a full shutdown, but I'm gonna go see if I can get Daniel's landing here.
Alpha, ramp 459.
Jazz 555, wind 2307, clear to land right 24 left.
We got some time.
Clear land, that was 555.
Wait.
Air Canada 1835 from the departure low, clear to Detroit via the Angle 5 departure, smooth transition, flight plan route, Smart 123, Spock 3446.
Yeah, exactly, John. With the jump, man. That should be good. Right there.
Air Canada 1835, Spock
You know, I haven't examined
3446.
this name, John, but this name there.
Air Canada 1835, read back correct, push and set your
Alright,
discretion,
that should
call
be
back for
good.
taxi.
We're gonna do a quick little shutdown of this. So I guess the engine never actually shut down. But the anti-ice is off. We're at the gate with the electrical load taken over by the APU. That can come off. 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 Cool. Let's go take a look real quick for Daniel's landing. Perfect time. Honestly, I don't think you're gonna slam this version of the RJ. I think wait till the new one comes out. There's more of a possibility there. This one, I've tested it. You can pull idle thrust, and it will flare itself, really. Very careful not to hit my numpad 5, not to re-center my camera here. Bit of a panic flare there. The RJ sits very low. A little bit hard-headed there, that's okay. John says, always see you flying the RJ, assume in and out of Toronto every day. I don't even work every day, so probably not me. But yeah, I won't say who I work for. Unless you mean in the sim, you fly in Toronto every day. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back.
Jazz 555, vacate at Delta 4.
Jazz 555, welcome to Toronto, cross runway 24 right, where are you parking?
Cross 24 right, and we're parking at the 200 gates.
Jazz 555, roger, taxi via Delta and Delta Romeo, cross runways 24 right and 33 right.
Alright, Delta Romeo, cross runway 24 right, 33 right, Jazz 555.
Air Canada 857, wind 230 at 8, clear to land around 24 left.
Clear to land 24 left, Air Canada 857.
Cathay 829 holding short at Quebec, ready to go.
Cathay 829, report everyone this frequency, wind 230 at 10, from Quebec, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Alright, from Quebec, clear for takeoff, 23, Cathay 829.
All right, I just got back. Let's catch up the chat here. Fly every day, but I always see on YYZ. Yeah, I don't even know who you are, so I don't know what to say about that. But Shaq says, CFI, do you have any idea what the sims you use to train on when your simulator they're running off of? Like the real ones, CAE ones? No idea. It's probably FSX for all I know. No, it's its own little software, but I'm not sure. Dan says, not gonna lie, the thing started flaring itself when I pulled. Yeah, it that's what it does in the sim, which is pretty annoying. But anyways, let's get this thing ready to go to Detroit. We've refiled. I do have to close vPilot and then reconnect under the new call sign. But John, if you have Discord, feel free to message me there if you like. I probably won't say anything on stream, but yeah, you can always join. We're always hanging out. Yeah, you should come with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and request PDC from Toronto if they can. Approach Jazz correction 940. Request PDC when you got the chance. IFR to Detroit.
Jazz 940 Toronto departure. Hello, unable PDC due to an altitude change. I'll have a voice clearance for you shortly.
Okay, thanks, Jazz 940. We'll call you back shortly.
Cathay 829 with
all right.
passing 1500 for 5,000.
Let's get this plugged in quick because I got some guys waiting on me here. So
that was,
alternate says it's some random. I'm just gonna come back to Toronto. I don't know why I would make an alternate.
Yeah, that was Cathay 829 passing
somewhere
2,000.
random there. And I have to plug the FMS in simulator way, or else it doesn't like it too much. So this isn't the real way I would plug this in, but best I can do in the sim.
Via Delta Papa, cross runways 24 right and 33 right.
Do you taxi instructions for Delta or Air Canada 857?
Air Canada 857, taxi Terminal 1 via Delta Papa,
Sorry, there.
cross runways 24 right and 33 right.
Alright, we'll keep
Taxi
it there.
Terminal 1, Delta Papa, 24 right
And then Top Gun 2 arrival.
Air Canada 857.
Via Gooch. Or Juice. I don't know how to say it. It's actually Goose from Top Gun, actually. What am I saying? Leg space is 237, 245, and vectored. Mix it, Litor, Gooch. Split Gooch over Gooch. Hollywood, Chester, Ghost Rider, vectored, ILS, eventually, or something. So that looks good. Performance-wise, let's get our new weights all plugged up in here. And zero fuel weight of 64, basically 65,000 pounds. Too much. Planned ramp of 8,100. Oops.
Cathay 829.
Bring a little bit more. I'll send that to the FMS, and we're 65,000 pounds. Zero fuel weight. He has an altitude change for us, so we'll get the clearance very shortly. And that automatically threw itself in for some reason. So let's go get our IFR clearance. So I'm going to open Notepad. And basically what he's going to say is clear to the Detroit airport via the... what departure are we doing? On-call 5 departure. There's no transition. I'll probably say expect 2-3. And they'll give me a squawk. So I'm really concerned with the new altitude and the squawk, really. Shaz 940 request IFR Detroit.
Jazz 940, stand by.
Alrighty. Well, we'll get the new ATIS because there probably is one. Let's see. Probably should do that obviously earlier. Oh, it's still Echo. Yeah, we got the current one still going. Deanna says, "Can you post the sim brief link again?" Yeah, I put it in the Discord general. Should be there. Top is 22,000. That's all. Yeah, that's usually where they stop us.
We had an engine issue here. We just restarted engine. Now we can continue.
Cathay 829, sorry, you're restarting and going back to the gate.
Yeah,
or you're good
Simbri
now?
file is at 30,000.
We're good.
Yeah, usually they'll plan 2-2, and we don't even get that high. Usually they'll just bring us down to 21 or something. If it's a short flight like this, around this kind of area.
Okay, Cathay 829, clear to Toronto Pearson Airport via radar vectors. Turn, actually flight present heading for now, climb 4,000.
4,000, Cathay 829.
Cathay 829, read back correct.
Air Canada 857, we request stand 177. Is it empty?
Air Canada 857, Delta Papa will take you to 177.
Yeah, is it empty, the 177?
Unreadable, say again.
Is it empty, the stand 177?
Sorry, your question was, is it empty?
I'm just waiting for clearance at this point, but
Okay, Roger. Delta.
got our new performance numbers thrown in. Obviously, would have deboarded and deplaned and done all that,
Right heading 040.
but not gonna do that here.
Right, 040.
We'll reset our clock, although it reset itself. We'll set this up to a heading of 237.
ILS-23, turn right heading 040.
We'll set that when we get the clearance, 1570 for the level off.
Right turn 040, Cathay 829.
Get the rest of this plugged in here. I'm gonna do F22. We'll change it if need be.
Jazz 940 due to airspace restriction. Expect final altitude flight level 220. Clear to Detroit via the Ankle 5 departure. Goose transition. Flight plan route. Depart runway 23, squawk 5732.
Okay, flight level 220. Then we're clear to Detroit, Ankle 5, Goose transition, squawking 5732. Jazz 940.
Jazz 940 readbacks correct. Push and start your discretion. Call for taxi.
Call taxi, Jazz 940. 5732 goes in there. And 220, Daniel was, or Dash was good on that one. Our flight number is 940. 220, 210 back home. Sure, works for me. Next page. Quickly do this so we can get the ball rolling here. Where's my, there it is. There's my flight plan. Is the old one or the new one? This is the new one. Okay, good. So, more headwinds on the way. 65 on the climb. Minus 66 in the cruise. Minus 73 in the descent, and an ice deviation of -2. Estimated time of departure is 05. Actually, it's 01. Oh, the time is wrong anyways. I'll do it here. 22:45. We'll call it 23:02, something like that. Close enough. And reserve fuel is 1612. Taxi of 500 is what they're planning. It's a bit high. No de-ice required today. Flex probably won't let me do it again. No. And our cruise speed. 295 at 78295 /0.78 goes in there. It's all set up. Radio will go, we're taking off out of runway 23, so we'll actually plug in the VOR because the engine out procedure requires that.
Cathay 829, fly heading 060.
That's still set up. We'll copy active there. Copy active there. Let's get our tug attached.
Air Canada 857, engines off.
No icing required. I'll show you guys the charts.
No problem.
Let me just get them reset for the new flight we're doing here. So, runway 23 at hotel, and we're doing the on-call 5 departure.
Jazz 785, requesting out of Detroit.
Runway 23, it's otherwise assigned, is heading at 237, 1100 feet, right turn 345, assigned, expect directors mix it up to 5,000 feet. Notice there's no turns below 3,600 in Toronto. And the engine out, be our own aero data, but in SimWise, I don't have access to it, so we'll leave that. We'll just say it runway heading for today.
Transition flight plan route, runway 23, squawk 5510.
Pretty standard runway heading vectors and right turn, actually, with the 245. So, we'll go, that should have been off, actually. AP's on, we'll get the hydraulic pump on, get the seatbelts on, we'll set our pressure out for Detroit.
Cathay 829, just to verify, are you ready
Our
for
cabin
the approach
pressure?
now, or do you need some time?
About 600 feet, so
Cathay 829, how much time do you require?
pretty close.
Give me about 5 minutes.
The tug's probably pretty much
Cathay
ready to
829,
go.
extended downwind fine.
Yes, sir.
Removed. Yep. We'll just wait on them to be ready to push. Hope you guys are enjoying this type of stuff. John, if you're still here, John Doe, are you coming to join? And did you meet in the sim world, I assume? Go straight pushback. Okay, so we'll go... Ooh, wrong. Go doors page. Is all closed. Bring on the pumps. Beacon light can go on. Steering is off. Transponder number 2. Park and brake off. Your Jazz 44. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Mo says, hey, welcome, Motivator. Welcome. Sorry I wasn't able to fly right now. I'm fixing my yoke and get... Yeah, I had that problem too. I had to open up my yoke and actually press the wires down to make sure they work again. Lights and Gigs is ready whenever. We're pushing right now. Most of the show took 775. I did. Someone took it already. No problem, John. Got a lot of RJs here.
Cathay 829, turn left 5 degrees.
Left 5 degrees, Cathay 829.
Got a max on the other side, which never really perks there. Alright, we'll start up number 2. Mo says lots of flights down to Detroit from Toronto. Yeah. I just picked a random call sign. I really don't care. Adding our fuel at 20% in less than 120 in ITT. Pushed us quite far. Usually they just push us to that point, but anyways, we'll set that.
Phone to Air Canada 500 with information echo request IFR to Detroit.
My company's different, Mo. So first flight of the day we'll do left engine, but every other start after that it's right engine first.
Canada 500 Toronto departure look for all airspace expect flight level 220 for final. Clear to Detroit via the Ankle 5 departure, Goose transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 23, squawk 3761.
Start a cutout, which is the incorrect N2, but what we got in the sim, we'll go and make sure it's stabilized. Start left. Oh, that should be off. My fault.
Air Canada 500, read back correct. Push and start your discretion. Call for taxi. 8 is Echo.
Echo, we'll call for taxi Air Canada 500.
Yeah, Mo, hope we get back in it tomorrow. I'm hoping not too long for the update. You guys will get to enjoy that as well. Tom, welcome, my friend, to this stream. Hope your Friday night's going as good as ours.
To Boston via the Kepta 3 departure, bump a transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 23, squawk 1715.
Should have started a new timer. There we go. It should take one click to start the timer. We've also gotten clearance, so I'll set 5,000 on that. Tom says, have not seen you in a while. I appreciate the help you gave me. Tom, I don't remember the name, to be honest. I'm sorry about that. But where did I help you? It was one of the videos. But thanks for joining in. So it should be starter cutout at 50, but in the sim it's 55. Starter cutout there.
Cathay 829, turn left 10 degrees. How much more time do you require?
Alright,
This guy's really pushing Kathy. If he's in an emergency situation, let the airplane work. He'll tell you when he's ready, man. Anyways. AP can come off. Should have checked the electrics, actually. Being a bad pilot there, not checking that the engines took the load. Obviously in the sim it always will, but anyways, the aft cargo can come on. It's below 5 degrees. Wing can come off, and the probes can come on as well. Yeah, it's getting kind of dark. Why don't we just throw these on too? Why not? Taxi's at their request, so arrival, it's Jazz 940. We're at just pushed off 254, ready taxi 23.
Jazz 940, runway 23, 8 is Echo, altimeter 2969, taxi Delta Romeo Delta Alpha Hotel.
Delta Romeo Delta Alpha Alpha Hill, Jazz 940. Oh, I think I remember that now. Yeah. Welcome back in there, Tom. Glad everything's working out for you. Gotten taxi clearance here. Let me do my rudder check. Oh, gotta lock my wheels.
Bravo, Canada 1835, pushed off of 135 with Echo Ready, taxi.
Should have obviously done this before taxi clearance.
Air Canada 1835, runway 23, it is Echo. Altimeter
Steering on, let's get going. Taxi light on.
Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel, runway 23, Air Canada 1835.
Cathay 89, we're ready to go in.
Why is the airplane not moving?
Cathay 829,
that's
Roger,
because
turn right heading 210 to
parking
intercept
brake.
cleared Alice, runway 23 approach.
210 cleared
It's
ILS,
already getting late.
Runway
We're going lane 10 here.
And Cathay 89,
Lane 9's over there, so we'll stick to one of these.
ILS systems out.
You want what, a vector for the visual?
Affirm.
It's
Okay, Roger, you can expect
his
that.
ILS is out. It's you can see New York from here.
Actually, Cathay 89 has a
You
formality.
can do
turn right
visual,
into
you can do an
approach
RNAV, you can do whatever else you want. You don't need an ILS.
And approach clearance cancel, Cathay 89.
Toronto approach 771, we'll just push back off of 24 right, ready for taxi 23.
24 right.
Jazz 771, please stop calling me approach, runway 23, it is Echo, altimeter 29er 69er, taxi via Delta Romeo, Delta Alpha Hotel.
Played some game and just got talked to.
Taxi to 23, Delta Romeo, Delta Alpha Hotel, Jazz 771.
Current departure, Jazz 444.
What do you call this guy then? It says approach. And technically you'd be talking to Apron in that case, but which developer senior is this? This is Flights, this is Flight Tampa's Toronto.
Make it 240.
240.
Jazz 444, Toronto departure, clear to Detroit, to actually expect level 220 to final altitude.
So Delta to Alpha,
Ankle 5 departure, Goose
all the way
transition,
down to hotel.
Runway 23, squawk 4611.
Because we got the wing anti-ice on for the taxi, it is acting quite quickly. I haven't moved my thrust once, but just my company's rule, we have to put the anti-ice on below 5 degrees. It might go away,
Jazz 444, read back correct.
no matter what weather. Alpha should be this right turn coming up. Sorry about that.
270.
270, Cathay 89.
Okay, we'll take the right turn Alpha. Tom says fly heading 160 for 42 miles.
Frequency new Toronto altimeter 2967.
Oh, what a massive change. Hope I got the altimeter set for 40 feet. Anyways, I shouldn't say that, but it just sounds funny when it's a big announcement. And anyways, fly heading of 160 for 42 miles. You'll be at my place. That'd be cool. We could do that one day if you want. We might have a weird stream though. Trying to find Tom. Daniel says my RJ seems to be broken on the turnaround, so stopping there. Fun flying from LaGuardia. Glad my Ryanair land was captured on video. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for joining us. And yeah, that's CRJ in the current sim. As it flares for you, so you almost have to push down. It's kind of weird. The new one will be better, and obviously rear world it does not do that. Having to use a lot of brakes here because the wing anti-ice is on, and with the wing anti-ice on, it increases the thrust of the engines to get some bleed pressure. So more thrust by default. Basically, we're going all the way down where that guy is, then a right turn. Once you get past this little zigzag, I'll get my before starts out of the, or my before takeoffs out of the way, get our flaps and all that kind of stuff.
Cathay 829, fighting 240, airport 12 o'clock and 14 miles, advised in sight.
240, airport in sight, Cathay 89.
Yeah,
sorry, just verifying.
I won't comment on that one there, Tom. That's too soon for me.
Cathay 829 cleared.
I'm gonna call him a Toronto approach. Yeah, I don't know what to call him, to be honest. His thing says approach on it. It's not center. It should be apron. Now I should technically be with 2165 ground. I guess he wants arrival. I called him arrival. He didn't care. But yeah. All right, we're on the straight. Let's get our takeoff flap set. Our auto crossflow will be set to manual so it can't improperly balance us for a takeoff. We would check if the flex N1 would work, but we can't flex because it's broken anyways, and we'll go throw the wing anti-ice off. Tom says, at our airport, had a guy land gear up, and the controller actually asked him if he had enough power to taxi. That's funny. Yeah, wouldn't want to do that. Be scraping a lot of stuff. It's a pretty cool airport, though. You can see it has, it looks like a hotel over there, too. So Fly Tampa did a really good job. Dennis says, VATSIM doesn't require you to talk down through the top-down system. You just say center if it's center, but I noticed Toronto is very antsy about being called departure arrival properly. I'm at Boston, and RSOP says that. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to call him ground. I'm going to call him clearance.
24 left, altitude 2967 descend 7000, Turkish 254.
There's a certain way to say stuff too. I mean, he's probably frustrated because that Kathy guy's doing some emergency stuff, and he had some other people not following the correct clearances and that kind of thing. But at the same point, there is a certain way to say stuff. So.
Affirm, 1835.
Air Canada 1835, traffic's on an 8-mile funnel. Report everyone on this frequency, wind 240 at 9, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Report airborne, runway 23, clear for takeoff, Air Canada 1835.
So we got John Doe flying, we got Simple Takeoffs flying with us, we got Flight Sim Gaming flying with us. I think Daniel said he had to go, but that's a pretty good little line we got going.
Jazz 444, sorry, there's something garbled in your background, try again.
Did you want me to contact you on push or to taxi?
Jazz 444, call for taxi, please. Pushback's at your discretion.
Roger.
I mean, it says Toronto approach on VPilot. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Air Canada 500, squawk 3761.
3761, Air Canada 500.
All right, this is hotel on the right side. Detroit's a very close airport, so I'm going to go ahead and just take off, guys, because by the time you get to the runway, we'll have that spacing built in anyways, because Detroit's like 20 minutes away, like 35 minutes.
923, we have Delta Tango, Delta Alpha, and Hotel 772.
Jazz 940, are you able? Immediate.
We're able, Jazz 940.
Jazz 940, line up 23, be ready to go.
Line up 23, ready to go, Jazz 940.
Cathay 8292, departures prior to your arrival, reduce final approach speed, expect a late landing clearance. The wind 240 at 10.
Roger, we're at the final approach speed, Cathay 229.
Clear right, clear left with the arriving Cathay. Some wake turbulence from that departing our airplane, so we'll put the continuous sign on just in case.
Air Canada 1835, Toronto departure identified, climb 15,000.
15,000, Air Canada 1835.
Jazz 940, report airborne this frequency, wind 240 at 10, cleared immediate takeoff, runway 23.
Cleared immediate takeoff, runway 23, Jazz 940. Alright, set thrust, let's go. Doesn't happen too often in Toronto, but sometimes they want you to get out of the way. There's 80 knots checked.
Approach gate and then Cathay 805 with information echo request have a clearance.
Love those light sounds that Boris has in there for us. Boom, 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 boom. U1 rotate.
Cathay 805, heavy Toronto departure, good evening, stand by.
Yep. Right up to the flight director, gear up.
Cathay 829, traffic's on the
Speed mode. Climb 159, and in the sim I have to wait till about 400 feet for this to work properly. So 400 feet nav mode. FMS2 captured. Right turn 245. Go ahead and throw the autopilot on once I'm a bit more stabilized here.
351 request vectors for final, I think.
Autopilot's engaged. About the level off height, let's go ahead and go climb to 8 or so. Flap 1. Oh wait, I'm flap 0. Flap, no, I did. There you go, flap 1. My flap lever broke there. Flap 0. Climb thrust. Get rid of the afters. Departure Jazz 943,000, climb 5,000.
Jazz 940 Toronto departure identified passing 3,000. Climb 15,000.
Climb 15,000, Jazz 940. 15,000. This set. Accelerating 250.
Jazz 940, I'm just going to give you a slight dog leg for spacing. Turn right heading 300.
Heading sync, heading mode. Right turn 300, Jazz 940.
Cat 829, welcome back. Turn left to Hotel, cross runway 15, right to attention.
Pleasant Green says he'll live. It's not this. Yeah.
Right, right to Hotel and cross.
Dan says most facilities default to approach if it's split departure parallel, but then again, same thing. Just about VATSIMisms. Took me a while to get used to VATSIMisms. Is Sane Intentions similar to Pilot Edge? Sane Intentions is completely different to Pilot Edge. For one, it's not human beings, it's this AI talking to you.
Turkish 351, descend 4.
So that's the biggest difference. It's Pilot Edge is real controllers, I've been told, and they're always fully staffed, that kind of thing. Whereas Sane Intentions is AI, and yeah, I mean it's a completely different network. But if you're learning how to talk on ATC and that kind of stuff, Sane Intentions is good for that because the controllers won't get too snarky with you if you say something wrong or something. Pretty nice day. We'll go belts auto. It's gonna get pretty smooth as we get up, especially at the nighttime here. So we're gonna start approach planning as soon as we're going the right way. Let's check. Let's get an ATIS for Detroit if they even have one out.
Jazz 940, turn left direct, mix it on course.
Left direct mix it, Jazz 940. Mix it confirmed and executed. Both needles have swung. Nav available. Nav mode. FMS2's captured. Let's go. Tom says, thanks for the clarification. You're on the VATSIM now. Yes, I'm on VATSIM now. These are real people. So let's see if Detroit is online. All right, cool. Let's get their ATIS going in here. Well, 230 at 9, very light wind, 3 mile viz, light snow, mist, few 800 feet. We're gonna have to de-ice on the way home. And ILS 22 right, 21 left. We're gonna be expecting 21 left for us. There's 10,000 feet. I'm gonna give it
940, climb level 220.
Climb 220, Jazz 940. All right, 220.
05 clear to Hong Kong via the CDOG 6 departure, flight plan route. Depart runway
Accelerate 280.
4066.
Lights, belts are off, pressure's good. What the heck? Alright, let's fix it.
5 the read back is correct. ATIS Foxtrot, push and start of your discretion, call back for taxi.
I want direct mix it, my friend. There we go.
Jazz 771, report everyone this frequency, wind 240 to 11, clear.
I know the wind is strong, but anyways, we'll go on a pilot engage, let it do its thing.
Turkish 351, turn right heading 270, intercept the localizer, clear Dallas runway 24 left approach.
Anyways, what was the altimeter there? 2978. Been our standby for now. And we'll start to get set up for the ILS 21 left.
Canada 500, runway 23, ATIS Foxtrot, altimeter 2967, taxi Delta Romeo Delta Alpha Hotel.
So, set our approach speeds in here. Loc is 1115. We have a elevation 632.
Air Canada 1835, contact Cleveland Center.
And a length of, I don't have the landing distance available. All I have is total runway, but that's what I'm going to use. I don't have an ACARS TLR with me right now. 10,001. Actually, I believe that is what it is anyways. And the arrival glide slope is 3 degrees.
Got the 829 today, 3 to cross 15 left.
That guy's making a lot of problems there. Anyways, that's all set up. The MDA is 840.
And Cat 829 taking Alpha Juliet off Kilo.
Kilo.
Kilo. And Charles, fun tonight. Airman says, hello, sir. Do we know when this aircraft will be updated? I know kind of when it'll be updated,
771, shuttle departure
but I can't share anything, so it will be updated, hopefully, to my knowledge, soon. Transition. I'm going to leave our Detroit altimeter in the standby there. Climb 280, match that up. Alright, let's get departure, arrival, and runway 21 left. It's going to be via Ryder, most likely, is what we usually get. So I'll put that in there. Legs. Bring Gooch up here. So we're still direct mix, then Litor, then Gooch. Then we got Wolfman. Let's go back here. Wolfman 280 knots above 240. You can't meet that because we're flight plan below it, but they know. Then Top Gun is 280 below 14 above 11. Then Hollywood is at below 10,000 above 8. Chester's at 7,000. Ghost at
940, contact Cleveland Center 11987. Good night.
11987, Jazz 940. Have a good night.
Departure, Jazz. We're ready to time
Alright, we'll just do it here. 21 for 20. Which Jazz? 1987.
2967, taxi to Delta Romeo, Delta Alpha Hotel.
What was the mark again? Sorry. 78.
Alt's capping. We'll hold about 280 there. Go ahead and just fix that.
United 2146 back with you.
United 2146, well, back in Knock'em.
2146 flying night.
Anyways, I had to execute that, so that would work. So anyways, Ghost 210,000, Ryder at 210,7,000.
79
And then that goes into the arrival there.
Flight 1491's at a 2.6 climbing via.
2 and left at 135.
25, 1491, please.
So, starting at Tigers, 5,000 above, Robbie 5,000 above, Ballast 4,000 above, Nesby 3,000 above, Puckle is 2,000 crossing the FAF there. Runway 21 left, a ref of 135, missed approach 1,100 feet, then the gauge, holding at gauge 205 / 4,000.
Alright.
I'll give you an approach briefing shortly. We're going to check on with center here.
Send to maintain 3,000 now.
Cleveland Center, Jazz 940, flight level 220.
Jazz 940, Cleveland Center, hello.
Alright, checked in, top of climb. Let's see what we're doing here. Top of climb, been here for a little bit. We did that in probably what's expecting 15 minutes. Well, that had 30,000 in there, so probably on time. So our number's going to be completely off, but we're 400 pounds above planned anyways, so we're looking good. And then for the arrival brief, there you go. Top Gun to arrival via Goose, and all the restrictions as briefed there in the FMS. What's kind of cool is they got Goose, Wolfman, Maverick, Top Gun, Hollywood, Chester, Ghost Rider, all the names of the guys there. And then we're going to connect Ryder with Ryder on the ILS, which starts here. Ryder is max 210 at 7,000 mandatory, and then it brings us into this left turn here onto the ILS. That's kind of how it usually goes. So it's gonna be the visual back. Actually, it'll be the ILS. It's 3-mile visitor. So ILS runway 21 left, page 11-5, effective 10th of October. 1115 is set in the ILS left and right with the final approach course at 216. Guy check at Schuylkill at 2000. ILS minimum DA is 840 on the right. MSA is based on DXO VOR is 2,800 feet. Let's go get DXO and put that in the standby. 13.4. That in this guy as well. 13.4. There we go. That's all in there. And this approch is 1,100 feet runway heading, then a left turn 4,000 feet outbound, and a gauge holding a gauge 4,000 feet. Fly path is 3 degrees, Pappy left, MALSR type lighting.
On the inbound turn, cross back.
Add a little bit of power here. We plan to exit 21 left, Whiskey 2 most likely. And the taxi is going to be there's Whiskey 2, Whiskey or we cross at Fox all the way over there. Fuel wise, extra 4,700 pounds. If to go, if you have to go miss, we can always come around and try again. More than enough fuel for today. Go back to the comments here. I've been kind of skipping some of this. Guys says, do you know if the trim jumping ton when you press it is fixed in beta? I don't think so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, 2482, same to you. Change advisors approved, yeah.
And the next frequency that'll be coming online is...
Delta 81, what's your best force?
Oh no, actually. We'll see what they give it to me. They had us flight planned at 295.9, so I'll just speed it up a little bit here.
Delta 81, roger.
I'll give them 300.
Sorry,
We're
maintain
a little
best
lower.
forward speed for now.
Best forward speed for now, but the 81.
Yeah, I'll give them 310. Why not? Let the slow down for the next waypoint. Wolfman anyways after. That one's flying with me. This guy sounds a lot lower than Toronto Arrival did. Arrival was like yelling almost.
KLM 6441, so you plan bumped up for the cruise. Once I get to cruise, KLM 6441 will be at 0.78. KLM 6441, roger. Are you able to maintain about 0.81?
I'm gonna turn the mattress down for FS realistic. Let's get this going on in here a little bit.
No problem.
A little loud, so I'm gonna lower the sound a little bit. That looks better. A little bit of action. Got 22 of you guys watching. Really appreciate that. If you haven't hit the like button, please press the like button as well, and subscribe if you're brand new. You can chat with us if you'd like to as well, and join the Discord where we talk about all things CRJ and some other stuff in the off-topic area.
United 1186, maintain flight level 270.
After this flight, we'll be going to back to Toronto.
Frontier 1491, maintain flight level 270.
270, Frontier 1491.
Delta 81, looks like the guy's weather ahead looks like it updated. You can resume normal speed.
Looks like Cleveland will actually be. I think we're already with them though.
United
So
1186, contact ND 128.22. Good night.
it's getting dark. Let's start setting up our screens for some dark here. So let's lower this. Oh, what'd I click?
214, roger. Direct Wozy, maintain 12000.
Direct Wozy and 12000 for 42.
Cleveland Center, hello, Jazz 771, flight level 220.
Jazz 771, Cleveland Center, hello.
I want to set your screens nice and dim.
Jazz 940, send me the top into arrival, runway 21 left, the metro altimeter is 2978.
2978 to send via the top control. I will expect 21 left, Jazz 940. All right, send via. First one is 22,000. Goose below 24. We've already done that. Nav is wrong. So next is top gun below 14, above 11. Let's set 11 in here.
And Cleveland Delta 4299, we're going to be at
11,000 feet is set and checked. We have a headwind, so we can probably keep a steeper descent than normal. Required 800 a minute just now, so we're pretty good with that. We can stay here for now. Our top center is actually approved this time, just past Wolfman.
A little bit weird saying this, but what's your? So you'll be reducing back down to normal?
Tom says, I assume you're on FS20, not 24. Can't seem to get the Discord to work tonight. I am on 2020, and let me go ahead and give you the Discord link.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get you ahead of the 17, of the guy ahead of you right now. So maintain your best forward if you get it.
Go back to best speed forwards up there.
And if you guys want to go in the screenshots, I got a cool screenshots that I'm about to post in there. Only thing coming up is 280 knots, so we'll slow for that coming up shortly. I got a picture of all of us pushing back there in the screenshots chat. I'm going to give you the Discord now.
Who's calling?
I'm going to post it right in chat for you.
4210 Cleveland Center, maintain flight level 340.
Simple Takeoff is streaming as well, guys. Go watch, go say hi to Simple Takeoff. He's doing this route with us, actually. He's taking off and coming with us and streaming in the 320. So go watch Simple Takeoffs. I'll put a link to his stream as well in the chat. If you'd like to go say hi to him, he's in the 320, it looks like. 321 or some 21. And he's on the exact same route we're doing. So go say hi to him. Say I sent you, say thanks, or not thanks, say hi. And give him a like, give him a sub. Nice guy. Alright, we're gonna about 280 knots. And we'll slow in the next 3 minutes or so. Might need some anti-ice on the way down, and we're going to be coming into it shortly. It's above -40, so we don't need it, or we will need it if we get into it.
7 out of the 7211. Center Blue Streak, down to 6,000 on the gap 5. Blue Streak 1002, Cleveland Center, hello. Maintain flight level tree 40 and maintain 250 knots for spacing. Up to 340 and 250 knots, Blue Streak 1002.
All right. He's gonna watch. He's gonna call me like, slow down, 280 knots. Any money?
Ann Arbor 12204 knots.
Delta 89, 815 heavy with uniform non-cruising taxi to Central DI.
Delta 815 heavy Cleveland Center, you said DI, correct?
Central DI, Delta 815.
The one near the north terminal?
One
Alright.
below the north terminal, Delta 815.
With the headwind, he may not notice.
Roger, taxi.
Well, yeah, he should still get it, because they'll see true airspeed.
Bravo, crosswind 27 right at Bravo.
Actually, no, never mind. They should have our indicator, because our transponder's squawking to him.
Cross 27 right at Bravo, Delta 815 heavy.
Alright.
10-0 maintain
We got
250 knots on
10, 20, 30, 40 knots to lose. We'll do it in the next 40 seconds or so. I'm just going to pull right to idle, nice and slow. Always have speed brakes if needed as well. I don't know why Mav is saying 4,000 in there. It's not what's needed. Let's go idle thrust.
Close to the John F. Kennedy Airport, Paddle 3 departure, Murdoch transition to the smile.
I'm going to put 17,000 in Mav. Just so it doesn't ruin my VNAV here.
Thanks. That's 2197. Read back correct. 21 right for departure.
Bring our power back for 280.
2 and right will call for taxi. Double 2197.
Don't know what that massive, what that is, but whatever.
Northwest 180. Same last number.
I might just do this
Southwest
to get rid of all of it.
We are at 0.80.
Northwest.
Let me just pass it first. A little bit of thrust for 280. Definitely going to need the anti-ice on the way down.
Delta 1711.
That's not right.
Delta.
Well, it didn't really show me that picture, did it? Whoops. Let's go direct. That's better.
CRJ 40 Cleveland Center, maintain 250 knots on the climb. Climb maintain by level 360.
And we'll go heading mode just for a little bit to kind of simulate we're going for Wolfman. Don't do this in real life, guys. I'm just trying to get creative in the sim. Just trying to fix that weirdness that the sim caused. Oh, we're frozen. Oh, we're back. Well, it's gone, so that's good. Let's check our descent profile here. Top Gun wants 1100 a minute. Plenty of time for that.
Aircraft calling for radio check. Cleveland got you loud and clear. Break Delta 1711. Leaving my airspace. Toronto's offline.
Oops, in there. Alright, let's go ahead and go Maverick, and LNAV. MS2's captured. John Doe, if you're still watching, did you were able to get up and running with us?
Appreciate it.
Simple Takeoffs just took off as well, so go say hi to him.
1491, contact Indy 128.22, good night.
128.22, friends.
And Wrong Side Simulations is also streaming if you want to go say hi to him. Please don't make a weird line. Alright, cool. Just for the VNAV. I don't know why it kicked itself off LNAV, but we'll go back to FMS2. Yes, I believe I'm on Discord too, thanks. Awesome, perfect.
Jasmine 21, expect sorry, descend via the Top Gun 2 arrival, runway 21 left, the Metro altimeter 2978.
So still got a lot of ways. I'm gonna wait till that says about let's see, is it 250 there? I think it is 280 there, but we'll let this load later. So I'll probably wait till it's 2700 and then we'll start down. With all the anti-ice on for the descent for a little portion of it at least.
Thank you. Hope
you guys are enjoying this kind of regional operations type of flying. Pretty typical schedule on most region airlines. You'll do three to four flights a day, something like this. Go there, go here, go there, go there. Maybe sleep at home, maybe sleep away. Pretty typical regional stuff.
02, maintain 270 knots or less on the climb.
270 knots above Blue Street, John.
840, maintain 250 knots on the climb.
I don't even have a first officer. I'm not even there. See how it is. Really hope you guys are enjoying this stream. If you have any questions on rural flying, instructing, being a student pilot, anything of the sort, do be sure to let me know, and these should actually be off. There we go. Nope. There we go. But yeah, do be sure to let me know if you have any questions on anything. I'll try to answer as best I can. Don't know all the answers, but I have a few. Pretty good looking airplane, if I do say so myself. We'll go to the cabin here. Can we even change the cabin lights? I don't know.
Jet 375, Cleveland Center.
Maybe not. Higher cabin lights. Should bring them up for landing, maybe halfway or so. Oh, and welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome, welcome. How similar is becoming an instructor in Canada compared to the US? I'm currently studying for my CFI. It's been a ton of studying. I'm not sure. Never done it in the States, so can't comment how similar they are, but you'd need obviously the same type of licenses. You would obviously need a private license. Here you need night rating. You'd also need your DPL. That's about it. You can go for your instructor after that.
Give me the initial altitude and squawk.
First time? Yeah, I've never seen you before, so welcome, welcome. Climb with cruise now, simple, awesome. But yeah, for instructor rating here, it's 30 from memory. It's 30 hours dual, then a flight test and a written, and you'll be a class 4 flight instructor, which is the lowest level, and you can teach multi if a school lets you. You can teach multi IFR. And what else can you do? Obviously, Plan 2 and left ILS, Jazz 940. Obviously, you can teach PPL and CPL as well, and night ratings. You can't teach instructor ratings though, and stuff like that. And so yeah, after you get a certain amount of solos under your belt and flight test passes first try, you're able to become a class 3, and so on. Just gotta get your hand held a little less as you go. So, Top Gun requires 2400 with the icing outside. Looks like we'll start down maybe when it says 26, and we're going to start down. What's 280 knots? So the next one we're going to have some slowdown time built in there. So let's go ahead and start down. 134.7. Let's go start down now. Vertical speed 3000.
Contact Boston 134.7. Connect.
So we'll do 28. There we go. Idle thrust.
2124, descend and maintain flight level 300.
And basically what I'm going to look for is, once I get a little bit lower, what's this, we'll call it the banana bar, but basically your range alt is that's when you're going to be 11,000 feet. So once this is just past your waypoint of Top Gun, I'm going to dial in the next altitude, which will be, let's go down to 8,000. We'll go on the next one. So we're doing this well. Let's do 20. Once 26. Let's do 24. 2,400 feet, and we'll keep it going down.
And Cleveland Center, good.
And we will
evening,
need some
Delta
anti-icing as
159
well.
Heavy. We're ready for push and start off of gate Alpha 56.
Now keep in mind, we have to slow down. If we run out of 8, we'll have to slow down to 250. So we can cross at 10 if we need to slow down. We have to be at 250 to get lower than 10, obviously. Tom says in US, CFI and CFI II MEI are separate rating. Okay, yeah, so a bit different here. Actually, I should mention, in my example, I said you should do a PPL night rating, CPL, and you can instruct multi-IFR if you have instructor rating. You would need also a Group 1 multi-IFR rating to be able to teach it, but you won't need a separate instructor rating to teach it, to teach multi. Anyways, 2978. 2978 is the transition.
Good evening, Air Canada 500, 16,400, climbing flat level 220.
Simple, I don't know if you can hear me, but your mic sounds like you're really far away, and your mic and Batson. I don't know if you can hear me there, Simple, though.
And who was calling there?
So it looks like we're going to path right on the scope. Let's go ahead and set 8,000. Where are we going to be at 8,000 feet? We're going to be leveling there. So what we're going to do is, past Top Gun, I'm going to select a low vertical speed. So you need 1700 a minute currently. So I'll select a lower vertical speed, and that'll allow me to slow for 250 once I get over Top Gun there. Oh, it says, interesting, I'm studying for my CFI and haven't started any multi-training. Yeah, no worries, some people do it differently. I do like to get, I advise to get everything done before the instructor, because once you start instructing, it is a bit challenging sometimes to kind of get out of the instructing mode and the work schedule and then go back and study on your own time, not being paid for it and actually paying for flying. So everyone, it's not impossible, but it's just, I thought, easier to just kind of finish everything off, instruct if you need to get, if you want to instruct, or go do some help to get your time, and then carry on from there. That's Detroit 1 IFR. Yeah, it's full IMC, but it's still Cat 1able. No worries. It's 3 mile viz, so start worrying when it's 1200 RVR.
Delta 2197 Heavy Cleveland Center, runway 21 right, taxi via Uniform Golf Victor Mike, cross runway 27 right on Golf.
I have a notepad ready in case we need to copy our taxi clearance after. We'll have that just on standby. And remember, we got to cross below 14,000. You zoom this in, and above 10,000 at 280 knots, which is what we're doing. And the next one's above, below 10, above 8. So what I'm going to do is, once we get past Top Gun, I'm going to scroll my vertical speed to about 1,300, which is what's required for Hollywood, at 8,000. That's 1,200, and then I'll be able to slow down. So let's start doing it now. I'll go 12. We'll go 1,200. Wings and cowls on for the anti-ice for the descent portion.
412, roger.
And we have to cross at 280, so I'm going to bump it up power just a little bit. Classification says descending now. Awesome. Same. That's an 11,000 now.
Delta 1648, Cleveland Center, come maintain flight level.
Alright, we'll set 50 for 10,000 feet that we're going to be coming down to eventually.
Air Canada 772, contact Boston 134.7, good night.
We'll set idle thrust, got 1,000 feet to lose about 30 knots or so.
Air Canada 772, Boston 134.7, good night.
If you guys are brand new here, welcome, and please do like and subscribe. And at the same time, Simple Takeoff is also streaming this flight in the Phoenix. If you would like to go say hi to him, that would be appreciated as well. Resync our heading, 1,000 feet a minute to go at 8,000, just past that there. Ascending through 10,000 for 250 knots. John Doe says, sorry, I haven't replied. If you're talking to me, I had to mute your video so I can hear my own, but no worries, John. Oh, good. If you're part of our Discord, John, I don't know if you are, but you can feel free to join that as well. I'm not sure if you're talking about real life or flying on VATSIM a lot as well, your earlier comments, but either way, no worries. 1,250 knots, looking good. We're going to be passing above 8, below 10 at the next one. I'm going to get a little closer, and then I'll put in the next restriction, which is 7,000 feet there.
4,000, okay, 1835.
Delta 815 Heavies. Just request, can we take 22 left?
He's like, no.
Who's asking for
Okay, that's gonna work. I'm gonna do 900 a minute, so I make sure, and then we're gonna go 7,000 feet, which is the next one. Passing 10 as well. Let's get that out of the way here. Lights on. The pressure's good.
JetBlue 4210, Indy now 128.22, good night.
Or Indy, JetBlue 4210, good night.
Big Delta.
Box the messages. We know those.
Middle Center, Josh. For climbing 200 for flight level 20.
I think that's Sean right there. 444. I think he said.
444 Cleveland Center, maintain flight level 220.
Maintain 220, Josh.
Delta 815, remind me where you are again?
Central DI.
Got to pass Hollywood above 8. We're definitely going to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and do 1,100 a minute.
Victor Kilo.
Bring that thing right at 7,000.
And Center Delta 159 with Quebec, request taxi.
See our white snowflake is also there as well. Tom says Navigraph is blocked. Navigraph is block most of screen. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot I had that up there. Thank you for saying that, Tom. I'm a noob streamer. 8,000 for 7,000.
2124, Roger.
Go ahead and turn my lighting in real life off so I can see outside or see in here a bit better.
And on the descent, maintain 250 knots or less indicated.
Roger, maintain the slow stack and maintain 250 into descent. JetBlue 2124.
Good evening, Speedbird 194.
Let's lower all this. Way too bright. All it's capping at 7,000 feet.
Speedbird 194, Cleveland Center, hello.
Hello.
Definitely lower this. We'll add some thrust.
070 Quebec on departure, fly runway heading, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Thank you, runway heading 28 right, clear for takeoff, 0 Quebec. Cleveland Center, Walker 3888, heavy.
That doesn't look too comforting, does it?
0 for 410.
Walker 3888.
That are heading back up.
Hello, maintain flight level 410.
Next one's 210, 7,000. We're already at 7,000. We could do 210 quite simply to slow, so we're going to wait on the slow.
Okay, that is 2812 is calling for taxi.
Let's lower this as well. Blowing 210.
Jet 375, runway 28 taxi, your discretion, call me ready for departure.
If we need the boards, we can use the boards. Let's go ahead and pull spoiler out. I don't think they work that well in real life, but they're pretty good in sim.
Contact Indy 128.22, good night.
Get rid of our spoiler there. Yeah, those work very well in the sim. At our thrust for 210.
220, contact Indy 128.22, good night.
220 and 128.22, booster chunker.
Sirius Merrick's 840, contact Indy, sorry, Center maintain follow 220, Indy 128.22, good night. 220, contact.
Gotta remember this airplane, I have to pull the power back super early, then I would.
Let's see, you are 1 from ballast, sorry, turn left heading 240, 4,000 till established, clear the ILS 181 left approach.
240, 4,000 till established, cleared ILS 21, cleared
God, those screens are so bright still.
940 left now, heading 270. Descend to maintain 5,000. Vectors to final.
Left turn 270, descend 5,000. Jazz 940. Left 270, 5,000 confirmed. Speed mode, descend 210. Idle thrust. Micah, welcome. Welcome.
My pal.
How have you been so far?
And 1,000.
We're vectors to final. Let's go ahead and sequence our FMS up here. We'll do it via Tigers, most likely.
My pal, sorry.
Get rid of that. And the approach course of 216.
Got the 400 Cleveland Center, hello.
And we'll go green needles on this side, green needles on that side. That's the correct course. Oh, sim froze. Sim back. There we go.
What was the alternative? 2987 for Delta 400?
2970.
6 for 5.
For Delta 400.
Jazz 444, maintain 250 not indicated.
This controller's putting in work, man. Doing a good job. Lower that brightness to standby a bit more.
Jet 2124, descend via the Top Gun 2 arrival.
Alt's capping at 5,000.
Top Gun 2 arrival, JetBlue 2124.
Thrust added for 210.
Clear Mr. Turn for 21 right. Can we quickly make a U-turn and just continue back on Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's approved.
Yeah, it's
1835, the wind's 220 up.
I got some visual contact with the ground. It is snowing below 10 and cloud. I got the wind cowls on TS anyways on.
Propagating at a maintain flight level 330, Jazz 947, maintain 4,000, turn left heading 240, intercept the runway 21 left localizer.
Left 240, 4,000 feet, and intercept the 21 left localizer, Jazz 940. So notice how he said localizer, so speed mode, ascend to 10, idle thrust. He didn't say clear for the approach, said localizer. So in green needles, you're actually going to click the nav button, and clicking nav in green needles will arm the loc only.
I gave you the send via already, right?
Negative, right hand 500.
Yeah, 500.
5 for 4,000 feet.
Metro altimeter 2978.
Like I says, yeah, you gonna roll. Yeah, and I won't read that. No comment on that one. Alt cap 4,000. Yeah, I see you're kidding there. I don't like joking about that kind of stuff.
1986, push on the ramp here is air indiscretion. Call me ready for taxi 22 right.
Push on my discretion, runway 22 right, JetBlue 1986.
Sorry, 28 right, not 22 right.
2 right.
And then 21 left. Again, plan an exit on whiskey 2. Hoping to get right turn whiskey, then pop a 3, crossing at Fox, and all the way.
7071, 5,000 heading, descend to maintain 6,000 vectors final.
Present heading down to 6,000, vectors for final, 771.
Yeah, 2146, Mach. Delta 412, you're back with me, correct?
Correct.
Delta 412, maintain Mach 0.77 for station.
Mach 77, Delta 412.
Delta 2936, Delta 2936, expect the Isla Zulu runway 22 right approach.
Here's Detroit, all nice and snowy.
Approach, Delta 2936.
Pretty cool night lighting.
Good evening, Delta 15 off 27 with you, the 32 for, sorry, 20 for 270.
Delta 5957.
Flat 0 usually good until about 180, 190 on the speed, so once we slow, I'll start getting the flap out.
1733, or 1732.
That's a pretty typical routing into Detroit as well.
United.
They used to control Detroit Tower and Vesam. Detroit can be very busy. Yeah. Get in there. Get on tower, we need you. Every time I've gotten to Detroit Railroad, it's like there's a ghost town.
You are 5 miles from ballast, 18,4000 Celsius, clear the ILS, 21 left approach, and runway 21 left, clear to land, the wind's 220 at 7 knots.
Okay, maintain 4,000 until established, clear to approach and clear to land, runway 21 left, Jazz 940.
Jazz 171, descend to maintain.
Alright, so clear to land and clear to approach. We'll go ahead and arm approach with Loc 0 captured and glide slope arm. We'll go flap 1, we'll slow 190.
Who's calling for departure?
Clear land, lights are on.
Jet 375, runway 28, clear for takeoff, 5 runway heading, 125.012 knots.
Glide slope alive. Thompson mushing it into 0 with flaps. Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I'm in the Dallas on my laptop. Plus, I don't have my guest rating. My guest rating with ZOB. I don't even know what that is. Like I said, only qualified in ZID currently. No worries. Flap 8, 180.
Jolie 21 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 2197. Sorry for the mistake.
Table 2124 at flight level 220, resume.
It's nice that he kept me at 4 because that sets the missed approach right away.
220, normal speed, JetBlue 2124.
Alright, we'll go gear down.
444, once you reach your top of descent, resume normal speed.
You have the FA's a chime, throw the reverses on.
Walker 3888, expedite climb up to flight level 410 for traffic.
Expediting for traffic for 130.
And also, guys, Simple Takeoff is also streaming this, so go take a look at Simple Takeoff stream. He's in a 321 somewhere behind us. There's glide slope capture, so go take a look at his stream as well. I think I put his chat up on the top there. In some of the chat, well, it's an aggressive capture, but go take a look at him as well. He's flying with us.
Delta 129 heavy, runway 22 left, actually Victor Kilo.
216, 4,000 set for the mist. We'll go flap 20. It's pretty early actually, but I'll hold 180 for a little bit with flap 20 out.
Correction, Air Canada 1835, welcome to Detroit Metro. Taxi, hold short, runway 21 right via Whiskey.
Got something in sight. You're piercing through the cloud. Sub says watching your landing on my stream. Awesome, sounds good. Mike says ZOB is Cleveland. ARTCC-ZID is the Indy ARC. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know all those codes. I don't really pay attention to those too much.
Delta 815 Heavy, runway 202 left, mile 1. It's going to be about a minute and a half delay for separation.
Alright, guys, and we will be flying back to Toronto after this. I'll try to get everyone's landing in there.
Hello. 7071, maintain 3000 now.
Down to 3000 for 771.
Cleveland Center, hello, United 976 to that Metro D6 with Quebec, ready for...
You would have to, in the IFR conditions, have to identify the ILS somehow, either with an identifier here, which should be there, or you'd have to manually tune the, or just listen on the nav frequencies for the Morse code as well. Mike says pilots really don't have to worry, but yeah, I've never heard of those. 50 knots from the right, not too bad. Good thing those runway lights are cloud-piercing lights. That's always a good thing to have at an airport.
Emma at maintain 320 in 14.
Alright, let's start slowing a bit more.
Yeah,
local 1000 ILS, runway 21 left, flap 30.
Cleveland Center, 986, Squawk Charlie.
Lap 45.
1986, 28 right, taxi via Bravo, Pittsburgh 2976.
A visual at the runway currently.
Right, Bravo, Pittsburgh 2, Jipland 1986.
Jipland 2145, you with me?
Gears down, flap 45 is set, and land check is complete. We're clear to land.
Jipland 2145, maintain
1000, didn't call it out, but stable.
Delta 6267, contact Boston 134.7, good night.
Now, on ILS CRJ, you can actually let the airplane fly all the way down to 80 feet on the CRJ. Usually it's not advised because you want to get a feel for what the wind's doing a little bit. But technically can be done. Now, I got to brief myself again, not the real airplane. I got to bring the power back in this airplane in the sim a lot sooner, and I almost have to push it down for this thing to land because it flares itself. So let's go ahead and go autopilot disengaged. We got the runway in sight. We also have ILS indicators, flight directors, and raw data, so should be pretty good here. About a 600 to 700 feet per minute descent should maintain us on this glide just okay.
Delta 400, you can expect that.
Affirmative for Delta 200.
Is 100 above?
Delta 211 Mike, leaving my airspace.
Correcting slope.
So return the native frequency changes approved. Good night.
Over the Unicom, have a wonderful night.
A landing. Not getting all my callouts, but that's okay.
Yeah, 7071, runway 21 left, clear to land. The wind's 220 9 knots. Traffic short final now.
1 left, clear to land, Jeff 771.
10. I'm literally having to push down on my yoke for this airplane to come down. Anyways, reverse. We'll add our manual braking here.
Delta 693, Cleveland Center, send me the Hamble 3 arrival, runway 21 left, the Metro altimeter 2978.
Should be Whiskey 2 coming up. Got my charts open here.
American 1923, contact Toronto approach 132.8, good night.
Yeah, we'll follow the lead-in lines for... Oh, my zoom's stuck. There we go.
Delta 815 heavy, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff. The wind's 220 9 knots, hour and a half to Jolu. Jolu, 22 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 815 heavy.
Cancel the reverse. And if he doesn't come back to me, I'll give him a shout, but I'll give the controller a couple seconds here to kind of let me know. We'll just stop in this straight line because I'm going to have to take that right turn anyways.
Maintain 50410, clear direct Rackham.
And I'll kind of stop in the middle here. We'll do our after landings while we wait.
Delta 2197, ready to contact, altitude. Delta 2197 heavy, 7,000 feet. Delta 2197 heavy, roger, maintain flight level 350.
Get my notepad ready. He's super busy, so I'm going to give him a couple seconds here.
Delta 400, contact Desmond.
Taxi traffic isn't as important as the people in the air. Do you normally land CRJ with 45 flap? Oh, always 45. Unless it's an engine out, then we're flap 20.
Frederick, Desmond, cross Desmond as published. Clear.
Make sure ground didn't hop on or anything. They did
Delta
not.
400.
Thanks, Delta 2936.
Yeah, he's super busy in the air.
10 degrees to the right, vector's fine.
Well, while he's doing that, let me take the time to somewhat set a view up. So,
1976, runway 22 left, line away, caution ring 78, 50 depart.
Final police, 2 left, United 1976.
940, welcome to Detroit, where you headed to tonight?
gate 24, please, Delta 24.
Alpha 24?
Yeah, sorry, Alpha 24.
940, roger. I think that's up in the northwest. Taxi, hold short, runway 21 right via Papa, correction, Whiskey Papa 3.
Whiskey Papa 3, short of 21 right, Jazz 940. Cool, basically as expected there.
Cleveland Center, United 1623, just departed Cleveland.
And I got somewhat of a view going, so we can watch our fellow flyers with us.
330, ready to contact as reported.
330, 1623.
Hopefully you guys, if you're ever flying into VATSIM as well and you just exited a runway, don't be in a big rush to get off. In real world, like, yeah, you want to go home, but in the sim, just let the controller work, man. You got a lot of stuff to do, so.
Delta 2936, turn right heading 190, intercept the runway 22 right, Zulu localizer.
So Whiskey Papa 3, we're going to be short of 21 right. You can do that, that's for sure.
500, expect the ILS, runway 21 left approach.
Hopefully I'm still in the taxiway.
Expect the ILS, runway 21 left approach.
Cleveland Center, JetBlue 1986, will be short of 22 right at Pittsburgh. 28
Pretty
right.
good.
JetBlue 1986, roger, on departure, 5 run heading, 28 right, clear for takeoff, let's call.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28 right, runway heading, JetBlue 1986.
Cleveland Center, United 554 with you at...
Simple Takeoff, I think, is on the landing, guys, so go watch Simple Takeoffs as well. He should be on final now, I believe.
Clear for takeoff, Florida, Jolu, United 1976.
Who's calling climbing?
Yeah, 554.
Yeah, 554, Cleveland Center, hello, maintain flight level 280, that'll be your final.
280, United 554.
Looks like a very fast RJ.
Cleveland, United 1969, climbing through 32.7 for 35.
United 554, Cleveland Center, no, that was, sorry. United 1964, roger.
Nice. Sorry about that. I tried to get your landing in there, but
Minor space, Toronto's offline, radar service terminated, and fixed changes approved. Good night.
my view wasn't working.
Thanks for your ATC. Have a good night, Delta 648.
We'll get taxing a little quicker. That might have been
Good evening.
Flight Sim Gaming, I believe.
85, Plausible 300, descending 230 by 10.
Delta 1485, Cleveland Center, hello. Descend via the Hamble, correction, descend via the Rock City 2 arrival, Metro Land, sorry, runway 22 right, Metro altimeter 2978.
Okay, to arrival and altimeter 2978.
Then he should give us
Delta 29
2 and right,
1 mile,
Fox, short of 9 left,
runway 22 right approach, and runway 22
something
right,
like that. Short 27 right, whatever one he wants to say. Here comes 21 right, and we're going to be short of this.
Runway 22 right, yeah, 1969, Cleveland Center, ready to sorry. Yeah,
Got my little notepad ready to go to copy what he's going to say here.
350, 1969. Good evening.
Delta 815, Cleveland's ready.
And I'm going to go slow, just because there's no real point to speed up to a hold short, really.
40, delete speed, Delta 815.
Yeah, 1976, ready to contact the altitude.
3,400, United 1976.
1976, roger, comment, maintain flight level 350, delete speeds.
350, delete speed, United 1976.
JetBlue 1986, radar contact, altitude.
Passing 2500.
JetBlue 1986, clear direct Elwood City, climb maintain flight level 370.
Clear Eric City, climb maintain flight level 280, JetBlue 1986.
Flight level 370.
370.
Detroit Jazz 940, short 2 and right, Papa 3.
Okay, 1835, cross 2 and right at Jazz 940, cross 2 and right, Papa 3, continue Foxtrot to the ramp, good night.
Cross 2 and right, Foxtrot to the ramp. Have a good night, Chaz. 940.
Air Canada 1835, cross 22 and right on Victor. Continue Victor Kilo.
Pull the strobes on for the cross.
Victor Kilo, cross 2 and right, Air Canada 1835.
Delta 159 heavy RNF forwards, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Not sure if there's an active runway or not, but might as well throw the strobes on when you don't know.
159 heavy.
American 1457, contact Chicago 134.87, good night.
3487, American 1457.
United 2146, cross Emma and maintain flight level 320. Cross Emma at flight level 320, 2146.
Haven't heard anyone clear to land just yet, so we'll wait on that, and then once we hear it, I'll kind of go back and
Cross Emma at 320, that's 412.
And center Jazz 771, the holding short, whiskey 2.
Jazz 771, welcome to Detroit. Where are you headed to tonight?
I have to unplug my mouse, and this is going to cause a freeze, but
771, Roger.
hopefully everything works.
Whiskey Papa 3.
What's for 21 right by Whiskey Papa 3, Jazz 771.
Delta 2936, the one.
It's going to freeze again.
22 right, clear to land. Clear to land to the right, Delta 2936. Canada 500, maintain present heading. Descend to maintain.
Sim should come back online. My mouse just got plugged in.
444, maintain 250 knots for spacing.
I hope it comes back.
Just 444, maintain 250 knots for spacing.
There we go. Go ahead and get rid of the flight directors. Talking to one of the Jazz guys.
Jazz 444, Cleveland.
Hey, John, if you're listening, he's talking to you on the thing.
Center, Jazz 444.
There he goes.
Yeah, maintain flight level.
Okay, it says, hey, so I'm a student pilot. What is a good way to get in the airlines? 1 second. I'm on the right way here. Yeah, we are. Good way to get in the airlines. I don't know what country you're in, but obviously you'll need experience, and depending on what type of experience, instructor's good experience. If you can go fly some small little caravans or something like that's good experience. Some survey work. What else? So yeah, definitely you'll need the time, and it's where you get the time. I wouldn't recommend renting all your hours. One, it's ridiculously expensive, but two, it's not really a good experience. You're just flying cross country, so get something where you can do PIC a little bit. You'll need the PIC time for ATPL requirements anyways, so that's that. Don't burn any bridges in the aviation world either, because the aviation world is very small. So just keep a good spirit. Don't rub anybody the wrong way, and yeah, make some friends, network a little bit. Another runway here. I'm assuming we're cleared to cross it. He said Foxtrot to the ramp, so he technically should have told me clear 9 left, 9 right, or whatever this is. But flight mechanic said, interesting flight to say the least. FD wouldn't work on departure. Yeah, mine worked just fine, but I'd have to see what happened. He said Foxtrot into the ramp. Now, technically, they would usually give us Foxtrot Bravo Kilo, so there'd be left turn and then right turn, what that guy's doing. But he said into the ramp, so technically, I'm supposed to just go this way through the anti-ice bay. I'm gonna do what he said. So that's what he said. Foxtrot into the ramp. Can't really get to the ramp from anywhere in Foxtrot. I might just for no, it's okay. Fine.
Roger, going to the dock side now, alright? Thank you, have a good one, tip. It's 7.
Jazz 444, expect the ILS runway 21 left. I think I gave you that already, just to make sure.
The ILS 21 left, Jazz.
Good thing about our parking spot today is we'll be using runway 22 left for departures. A very quick taxi. It's about 3 minutes.
And Delta 159 heavy airborne passing 2,800 on the MIGI.
Delta 159 heavy.
British Airways, Speedbird 194 requesting to go away for 4 minutes.
Delta 159 heavy, to contact as reported. Climb maintain flight level 340, delete speed.
Alright, climb maintain flight level 340, delete speed. Delta
This is all free scenery, by the way, guys.
Yeah, 2146, contact Chicago 134.8.
I'm getting some major lag with right now. I'm technically joining Echo, if I'm not mistaken.
Contact Chicago 134.8.
No, this is Kilo. But I don't think he really cares, so.
United 2146, Cleveland.
At 2146, sorry about that.
Contact Chicago 134.87, good night.
Contact Chicago 134.87.
Guys, go check out Simple Takeoffs.
146. Yeah.
He's on arrival now from Detroit.
134.87, good night.
Let's go. He says, all right, brother, gotta put the kiddies to bed, not heading out the final leg, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm thinking of canceling it here too, to be honest. It's been a long day and I gotta work tomorrow. I just got called in for another, for a little bit of a work day tomorrow.
Confirm 240 on the heading.
So if you guys don't mind me ending it here. Oh, it says, how long do you typically have in between turns in the real world? They're all different. I've had 45 minutes is usually the shortest, and I've had 4 hours. So it just depends on the schedule that day. The 4 hours are really rough. Those ones aren't fun, because you're just doing nothing for, well, 4 hours.
A couple minutes away.
Alright, it's got GSX running here for gate Alpha 24.
Delta 1485, expect the ILS from the correction ILS Zulu runway 21.
No, it was Delta 24. He said, yeah, I was right.
Seabird 1.
That's like, he said, he's like Alpha 24. I'm like, yeah,
4 minutes.
That's why he probably said Fox on the ramp. No, we parked Delta 24 in the RJ.
If you're 194, that's approved before and back.
That's what flight radar works.
Roger that, we'll report back.
Delta 1485, expect the ILS Zulu runway 22 left approach. 22 right, sorry, not 22 left.
Zulu runway 22 right, the 1485. Thank you.
Delta 400, runway 22 right, clear to land, the wind's 2209 knots.
Clear to land, just getting ready to call you that we have established for Delta 400.
Anyways, let's start to see if we can see 24, it's 23, 24. Don't see GSX doing anything.
Delta 2936 Heavy, welcome to Detroit Metro, Alpha, Quebec to the ramp, remain this frequency, yeah.
Anyways,
Alpha, Quebec to the ramp, will remain this frequency, Delta 29.
we're clear, right? Go ahead and start the APU.
Okay, 500, you are 5 miles from Robbie, maintain 4,000 plus hours, clear the ILS, runway 21 left approach.
And we'll go ahead and that
444, flight heading
come on.
270, so maintain 6,000, vectors final, maintain
That can be started.
Flight heading 270 down to 6,000, 210 knots, down triple.
JetBlue 2124.
Yeah, there should have been GSX, I assume, here for me, but I guess not. Also, these gates are massive. They're not that tall. But anyways.
United 1623 cross.
The jump bridges, I should say.
Flight level 270.
Brandon at 270 United.
Okay, parking brake is on. Let's get some of these screens up a little bit here. I can see what's going on.
Good evening, UPS 209.
The AP's just firing on up.
UPS 209, Cleveland Center, hello. Delta 1433, expect the ILS Zulu runway.
Guys, go check out Simple Takeoff stream as well. He's coming on in right now as well in the final approach shortly. Anyways, the APU's up. Let's check the electronics. APU's blue and good to go. Go and do the Cal anti-ice off. That should be off as well.
Okay, 3177 Cleveland Center, expect PDC.
There we go. Steering off.
Runway 21 right, taxi via Golf.
Transponder.
Victor,
Cool.
and Mike cross runway 27 right on Golf.
Just gonna see if I can have some time to do the rest one.
Yeah, 1623 just looking.
Yeah, we're D gates. I don't. Yeah, because I said flight sim guy. I said what gate, and he said I said Delta 24. Because that's where it says to park, and then he's like Alpha 24. I'm like, oh, I guess I should just check because I was right. But yeah, we parked Delta 24 all the way down here. It's cool for taxi because to push back, you go push back, 22 left, and away you go. So anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm gonna watch Simple Takeoff land, and I'll probably call it there just because it is getting later than I actually thought it was. I've been streaming since 6:45 my time, and it's been about 3 hours almost now. I gotta start eating.
Canada 500, the 1209 knots, running 21 left, clear to land.
21 left, clear to land.
That Simple Takeoff's clear to land. We'll go daytime for him, so we can watch it. Unless you guys want to watch it at nighttime, you guys let me know.
2124, descend maintain 4,000. Correction, descend maintain 3,000 and expedite. Fly heading 240, intercept the runway 21 left approach course. Descend maintain 3,000, fighting 240, JetBlue 24, enter intersector.
I appreciate all you guys watching. Got 36 likes today. Pretty awesome. We're gonna wait actually till John lands as well. John Doe is coming on in, so we'll wait for him as well. He actually might be quite farther than I think here, how far is John? It's not too far. So, a couple airplanes, and we'll have our guys down, and we'll probably end it there. We'll do a bit of plane spotting. Any questions you guys want to have, feel free. In the meantime, I'm going to get this thing fully shut down. So we'd go ahead and connect the chocks. Go ahead and connect the ground power as well. The gate would have been connected, but GSX just seems like they. When I say Delta 24? Oh, I said Alpha 24.
1 mile from Robbie, maintain 4,000 till
So I did the opposite. Let's do restart. That's why they weren't there. Makes sense.
Jazz 444, turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 4,000. Intercept the running 21 left, localizer.
Left turn heading 240 down 4,000, cleared islet 21 left. Jazz.
Cooling Center Delta 400 at Alpha 3, request taxi to gate Alpha 10.
There we go. Wait some of the people off, and then we'll kind of fully shut it down.
Aircraft calling Cleveland, take it.
Delta 400 at Alpha 3.
This is Simple Takeoffs in the landing right now, guys. We'll leave a like on this stream as well. Simple Takeoffs is how you spell it, or it's how you say it. Simple Takeoffs. 321 by Phoenix.
Can you repeat that?
Alpha Victor, hold short 22 left.
Got a bit of a right crab. So what should happen, we probably can't see it from this angle, but you'll probably see
Alpha Victor, please.
Alpha Victor,
a left aileron, or a left aileron input here. A little bit of left. Pretty good. Isaac, welcome, welcome. I'm also running old or free scenery, so it might look different on different perspectives. How was the stream? It was pretty good. I'm stopping a little early. We're stopping here in Detroit just because it's getting kind of late. But next time we'll maybe do the return flight to Toronto, and then we'll do some more flying. We'll kind of carry on with. We'll just say we had to lay over in Detroit for whatever reason. So anyways, most of the passengers should be offline, so we'll let the ground power pick up the rest of the load.
Delta 1485, fly present. Sorry, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 5,000, vectors final.
Right 130, descend 5,000, vectors final.
So that's not right. The airplane shouldn't completely turn off with the battery because the ground power is still connected. But anyways, we'll leave that there.
Negative, resume normal speed. Normal speed, 1432.
Dim all these. Oops.
Delta 1066, Star 9 Jolie, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Whatever. We'll say it's disconnected there. Cool. Oh, I should disarm these two. I'm not a captain. I don't do this flow too often. Looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and go to this view, and John should be landing here shortly. We have a JetBlue, the Boston Detroit. I don't know who that is, and then we got John that flew with us as well. He's in another RJ, I believe. So we'll see how this JetBlue does. I'm gonna wait where it's quieter. We got 3 cargo doors in the 900. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we got the forward, center, and aft cargo door. Do you plan on upgrading anytime soon? I'm not sure. I need a few hours for it. It's different in Canada than in the States, so here we can get to an airline without 1,500 hours, so then you have to build up to it. So I just need a bit more time. I don't know if I'll be... we'll see if we're ready to upgrade when we get the time. Upgrading is a pretty big deal. I don't really just take it as a, well, let's go captain because it pays more. It's a lot of responsibility with that, so we'll see. Not too sure. Maybe a few years. There's that JetBlue coming on in. Slammed her down. But it's contaminated runway, so we'll applaud that because it's you don't want a hydroplane, so we'll give them a clap. No hydroplaning for the JetBlue. That's how you do contaminated runway. Maybe not that hard, but that's the idea. Whoop, wrong button. Beautiful rendition of this thing, though. You guys wonder what this little square is right here? That's the, I don't know if you can see that. Let's put it right there. This little square near the pitot static here is the pitot tube is the RVSM airspace square. So on the walk around, you want to make sure that this entire area is clear of any, you know, big deep cuts or, you know, debris or anything there. It shouldn't be there. This area specifically is the RVSM area. RVSM being the reduced separation airspace, so above 10,000 feet, our autopilot has to be very finely tuned, and we pass other jets, and jets pass us 1,000 feet above us, or 1,000 feet below, and that's what lets us do it, is the RVSM capability of the airplane. We should have Jazz coming in the next one here. Jazz 444, Toronto, Detroit. Here's Jazz 444. It looks like a 200 almost. Maybe a 500. That's a really short little RJ. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the stream. We're gonna call it there, a little short of going back. That's the good thing about simming, is I have the ability to tell crew schedule that I'm not going when I don't feel like it. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. 36 likes is insane, so thank you for all, and we'll be live again probably on what day is it today? Working today, working tomorrow, working the next day, so probably on Sunday. Might be live again on Sunday. Wait a minute, Saturday. Sorry, might be live again on Monday if everything goes to plan. So yeah, appreciate all you guys watching. I'll see you in the next stream. Be sure to go over to Simple Takeoff and watch him taxi in and give him a little bit of a thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Later.